Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Lee USA Speedway. I'm Mark Beaudry, joined by Katie Buxton and also the voice of Hudson Speedway. Introduce yourself.
Good afternoon. I am John Espernette, the voice of the Hudson International Speedway, former voice of Lee USA Speedway. I guess I am back here today with Inside NHSTRA.
Back in black. Oh, Seth Drown almost ate the backstretch wall. We are already underway here at Lee USA Speedway with the Ridge Runners. We are 6 laps into their feature. We've already lost one car of Dan Caswell, but the 63 is Brian Caswell out there. Who else we got? We got the man, David Cameron. We've got Mike Doobie. We've got Seth Drown. We got Carl Gagnon. And that's all we got for the name.
Dave Cameron, the Lloyd's Auto #2 machine, seems to be unstoppable here. I mean, he's running fast lap times in that #2 machine. He's tore that thing apart a few times, running up at Star Speedway and running in between here. He's a 2-time, 3-time racer every weekend, so Mark Beaudry is telling me to get my microphone a little closer
Eat the
to my
microphone.
Use your microphone voice.
I'm on a diet, I'm sorry. So 9 laps in, we're about to get the halfway mark. Dave Tibbetts on the flag stand, going to cross the stitch. And the port-built #2 is absolutely running away.
Yeah, he's
Good
got this
battle
thing.
from second on back. I mean, they're pretty close. Doobie, Drown, and the 99 of Carl Gagnon, who I believe is a rookie or making
Carl
his
Gagnon
return.
is a rookie. Yes, he did race back in the day, I guess. Not this division, from what I understand, but yes, he is making his return to the racing circuit here in a Ridge Runner.
Mike Doobie's doing pretty good for the rental ride.
Yeah, so we were just talking about that actually before we got on air. So Mike Doobie unfortunately blew a motor and is currently in the process of getting that fixed and rebuilt. So he has courteously enough asked Ken Izzet if he could borrow his ride, and that is the ride that Zach Frazier had been running over to Star. Now that his car's done, it was back up on the old rental block, and Mike Doobie got it just in the nick of time, so hopefully he can get that thing to turn well for him.
Right now he's in hot pursuit of Dave Cameron. I mean, everybody really is.
Yeah.
That #2 machine is stout at the top of the field. He's clicking off fast times, but he's clicking off consistent lap times.
Issues with Brian Caswell. Looks to be slowing down quite a bit. Doesn't seem like he's going to make it to the pits, though. I think he's going to just ride it out.
Tough night there for Caswell out of Buxton, Maine. I mean, 2 drivers and related out of the great state of Maine, not having a great night here tonight at New Hampshire Center of Speed.
He might want to get out of the way, though, because these guys are coming.
No.
Don't throw the caution. Don't throw the caution.
We're all right.
Oh, we're going to wait. He's in the infield. We're good.
Lean and green with, I believe, 5 laps to go. High fives in the air. 5 to go for Dave Cameron, who's led him since the drop of the green. The best battle on the raceways for 3rd.
Seth Drown is getting some heavy heat and a little bit of pressure here from Carl Gagnon in the back. He seems to be fighting quite a loose race car. That thing seems to be all over the place, and Carl Gagnon is right there ready to pounce if he makes the wrong move.
Mike Doobie Jr. staying right there at bay in car number 51. He might even be reeling in Dave Cameron, but does he have enough time with only 4 laps to go?
I don't know. It'll be a tough one.
He's pretty comfortable there in that 2nd spot. A lot of space behind him. Drown's putting up the fight with the 99 of Gagnon. Gagnon's been trying to get to the inside of the 16 for 5 laps now.
Yep.
Popsicle stick's going to fly this time by. Dave Tibbetts going to show the signal. 2 to go to the 2 of Dave Cameron.
Still bobbling a little bit in the back there. Not sure what's going on with Seth. Oh, we've got the crew of Dave Cameron already celebrating down here. Brick Ramsey ready to rock and roll for some victory lane action.
Doobie's clicking him in, reeling him in just a little bit, but I don't know if he's going to have enough.
I don't think he's got enough time.
Left.
I think he's got enough time with the white flag, but wow. I don't know.
Well, it's not over until the fat lady sings.
Exactly, and Carl Gagnon is still reeling in Seth Drown, but Seth seems to pull him a little bit on the backstretch, but Carl reels him right back in going into 3.
Dave Cameron up front, gonna take the first NASCAR Advanced Auto Parts Weekly Series checkered flag of the day. Mike Doobie Jr., Seth Drown, and the number 99 of Carl Gagnon.
Yes, and so now going down onto the racetrack, we have Randy Wheelock.
Randy Wheelock.
Yep, and Tara Brown is going to go down there with the trophies and the victory lane sign. Funny enough, back in 2009, this is exactly what I did here. This was my first time ever coming to Lee USA Speedway. I did an internship for college, and I was literally the victory lane coordinator. So it's kind of funny.
Well, as you know, I've spent most of my my racing career, as we can say, in victory lane.
Yes.
Not in the way you would think, but for those who know, you know. So I believe we are going to
I heard a funny story about that one time when you got into a race car and you had some questions. It was great.
I have a lot of questions about everything.
Tom's like, so he has questions. I'm like, oh, okay, we'll keep those between us.
Yeah, I'm like, Tom, can you do my crotch belt? Please, I don't know how
Tom,
to do
please help me. Where does this go?
Don't look at me like that, Mark. It's a real thing. It's a real life problem.
So let's talk about that. When Tom first got into a race car, he still did not know how to hook his helmet. Now we're going to go down to victory lane, so we will stop yapping. We'll be back with the next one, guys.
Doesn't matter. Has the result to back it up, and the big hug from his biggest fan. And how about Seth Drown in number 16 finishing in third? We're going to send it down trackside to talk to the top three and Randy Wheelock.
Thank you, Andy Austin. Here with Seth Drown. Seth, it looks like the geyser is struck here.
Yeah, I just about burned it down there. I said I'm not giving up third, so this is the first time this year we've had a good run. I got to thank Cam Huntress and Wes Huntress for all the help they do. They let me use their shop and their trailer, so it was a good night.
Great night. Seth Drown in for third. So, Mr. Doobie, come on up here so everybody can see this duct tape job. And I don't know how Seth feels about it, but you must be pretty proud of second place.
Oh yeah, this is like a win to us. You know, we blew the motor in my car, and you know, Ken Izzet was nice enough to let us use this car, and so after you know, a couple laps, we lost the power steering. So this definitely feels like a win. But huge shout out to Ken Izzet and you know, Matt LeBlanc. They really hooked us up here, and you know, made sure we stayed on the track. And you know, my whole crew, Last Lap Motorsports, all those guys. You know, thank you so much. My wife, my son, everyone here to support us. And just a quick shout out to my sponsors, A1 Disposal Services, Scrap Metals Incorporated, and CJ's Construction, Local Plumbing and Heating.
Great job. Mike Doobie in for second. Gonna make our way. It seems like I meet this guy here a lot. Dave Cameron. This is getting to be old hat, buddy. What do you think of this ride?
Actually, this was the slipperiest it's ever been running on this modified rubber, but Trev made some adjustments from the practice to the feature that made it a lot better. It was a lot more drivable and stuff like that. Just hopefully we can get some more race cars out here so me and Bill can have some more cars to race with, and it'll be great. This is a wicked, awesome division. It's very cost-effective, costs about half as much of a street stock. So if anybody's got one out there, you got a little beat-up car, look at it, throw a 305 in an automatic, come on out and play with us. I think you're going to find you'll love this place a lot. Got to give my future wife over there, thank you for putting up with all this, my cousin Tina and her husband Cap for giving us a place to race, the Graphics Coop for all their help and everything they do. It's more than most graphics companies do for a racing team. So Trev and Breck for the help that they give me, Lloyd's Auto Sales, on the level construction, Derek's here tonight, so it's pretty cool. We get him in the grandstands, and then Derek Nealand is one of my other sponsors here, racing in the Super Late Models tonight. Pretty cool that he's here tonight. So thank you very much. Thank you, Norm Wren, for giving us an awesome place to race.
Awesome job. Dave Cameron says you got a Ridge Runner. Come join him.
All right, thank you very much, Randy Wheelock, and I believe it is time for a special showdown. You have paid good, hard-earned money at New Hampshire Center Speed.
We're back.
What's going on, guys? We got to cut away when they play the music because they get us thrown off the internet.
So. Yelled at. So now that they've done Victory Lane, so we have Derek Nealand, which I'm hoping he's here. Rusty Poland was in that earlier. I think shaking it down in qualifying because I know Derek Nealand was, I don't know if he was up at Loudon doing some spotter stuff, but we're going to have, I think, Derek Nealand and Tyler Reddick come out and do a little shakedown here, a little extra lappage. They're going to do kind of a little showdown because apparently Derek Nealand is Tyler Reddick's spotter. I don't follow all the spotter stuff. So.
Never heard of him.
Tom would kill. Never heard of her. Tom would kill me. He listens to Door Bumper Clear all the time. It's like his life.
Did you guys hear the big news of the night, though? I know we've talked about Reddick. We've talked about Nealand.
What's the big news?
Ben Bazowski making his return in the street stock.
88. He took Dale Jr.'s ride for tonight. He's in the 88, guys. No, I'm just kidding. He's in the Renfrew rental.
You know, actually, while we have a quick second, I was thinking to myself earlier on, another guy, and another story, I should say, about this weekend that a lot of people are not mentioning. Everybody knows, I got the T-shirt on, that Derek Griffith is racing the Hudson International Speedway Xfinity car tomorrow at Loudon. But Hudson Speedway actually has 2 homegrown race car drivers in that race tomorrow. C.J. McLaughlin in the 93 started
in
the
dwarf
Thunder Light
cars.
He started.
He started, yeah.
The Thunder Light division. That was not a division before C.J. McLaughlin. He needed a place to go and race at such a young age, and Bob Weber Sr. gave him the shot. He said, "Go round up a few kids and get it together."
That's awesome.
So 2 Hudson Speedway drivers going to be on the track tomorrow at the big speedway.
So I guess I jumped the gun on that. So apparently, also at some point, C.J. McLaughlin ran dwarf cars when it was the classic lights.
Yeah, the little pickup truck looking thing.
Yes, and that is why Tom has a pickup truck.
Is that right?
I guess. News to me, kids.
I
I
love it.
lived with the man for the last 8 years, and I learned something new every day. I swear to God.
So Tom Harwood has a C.J. McLaughlin style
Tommy
race car
Chitwood,
with
yeah.
a Dave Dion scheme.
Yeah.
It sounds like he's made for Hudson Speedway.
He is.
Where is Tom?
Well, Tom got held up at work because his truck broke down, but he
In
should
Claremont,
be-
of all places.
Oh, yeah, in Claremont. Yeah, he was real excited about that. And then he should be in the pits. I believe he's helping the 19 of Brian Kruzchek today, but I'm not positive. He bops around. He'll help anyone.
Want to take this moment to thank one of our sponsors, Original Wheelman, Win the Show, Be the Show, Victory Lane Apparel since 2021. Also want to go ahead and thank Cold Fire Industries, LLC, Custom Fabrication and Powder Coating, Brentwood, New Hampshire, 603-703-1568.
Nick Poggy, he is your man.
One of the best. Tell him you heard about him on Inside NHSTRA.
Yes. The other thing, too, original wheelman, Kevin Brown, who's usually on the Inside NHSTRA show, he is actually allowed in today, too, in the fan zone, right?
Yeah, as well as I saw George Helliwell was up there. I believe he's got his modified. Or he's got something up there. He was in the fan zone earlier on today.
I heard the modified.
It was the modified.
Yeah.
He brings that thing. I mean, people love those modifieds. He brought that thing up to, let me see if I can say this correctly, Delta Dental Stadium.
Delta Dental Stadium?
Whatever.
I was like, what?
Even when I tried.
It's
You did close.
You were
tried.
closer. You were a
know,
lot closer.
I don't do this often.
You were a lot closer than Chuck Dehenny.
Dehenny, yeah. You know Chuck Daniels
sorry.
leading the points? What? At Hudson? Yeah.
Wow. He's
Absolutely.
he's very consistent. He's a good guy.
He's a class act.
So anyway, so I believe Andrew Harmon was supposed to be bringing up his dwarf car as well, because that is also sponsored by Hudson Speedway.
But
Not
yeah,
sure
he
if it's
told
there.
me he was not coming up.
Oh, okay.
They only allowed 1 or 2 vehicles up.
All right. Well,
what's 2.5? It's a
I
dwarf
mean,
car.
seriously, you could have probably sat it on top of one of the cars and it would have been fine. But yeah, so check them out in the fan zone. Be sure to get yourself some original Wheelman swag. We have a coupon for 15% off everything. Just reach out to Kevin Brown. Be sure to stop by, see the modified, and also be sure to cheer on Derek Griffith as he will be running tomorrow, as we said, in the Hudson Speedway Xfinity car. So here comes Nealon and Reddick. So let's see what we got here.
Yeah, the code for Original Wheelman will be NHMS15. It gets you 15% off.
Yes. 15% off everything at originalwheelman.com. Hats, stickers. Oh, what are we doing? Yeah.
I can't tell if we're doing.
I don't know. Nealon stopped real quick, so I was sure we were going to have a situation there. But
I guess we can call this an exhibition.
yeah, I mean, they did mention to see if Tyler Reddick's spotter can run him down, but I don't know if he can.
So
We'll
who's
have to see.
spotting for Reddick? Does anybody know?
Not sure. I got nothing. Like I said, it took until today to know that Derek Nealon actually spotted for Reddick. I thought he spotted. Does he also spot for Cup?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah, for
okay,
Reddick.
that's why.
Yeah, for Reddick, yep.
Okay. I was confused.
It'd be fun if he was just spotting him from inside the car.
Dude, I'm on your bumper. I'm on your bumper. I'm on your bumper. No, just
We're
kidding.
in the wall. We're in the hot dog stand.
We are going to the beer tent. Oh. Making it a little bit. Oh, no. Yeah, we're just playing here, kids. They're having a little bit of fun. Gonna run each other down a little. How cool, though. Like, I don't know. I just think it's cool.
Having the Cup Stars back at your, kind of NASCAR in your backyard local racetracks, like Brad Keselowski was at Thunder Road, it really brings you back to the 80s and 90s when these guys really just came out to play when they didn't have to be at the office to say.
Yeah, and it's really cool because, like, anybody that watched Slinger Nationals out in Wisconsin this week, William Byron was out there, whooped the field. First time out. He's on a tear in the super late model series right now all over the country. But it is, like you said, it's cool to see. I mean, Derek Nealon's a main homeboy, and it's cool to see him get to play with, somebody who's, I know he's usually telling Reddick what to do, but at the same time, Reddick kind of probably writes his checks, so.
They're putting on a pretty good show here. We'll see. I mean, I think they're really trying to get this done because they don't know how close they'll really be with 20 of these guys out on the racetrack.
Yeah.
And that's going to be one heck of a show.
Yeah,
I mean,
there's a lot of big names out here. We've got, you got Joey Dwyron, you've got Kate Ray, you've got...
we've heard Kelly Moore. We might have Kelly Moore.
I'm not sure if it's Kelly Moore or Ryan Moore, but we'll figure that out at one point or another.
Just
we've got...
a little bit of fun fact. Derek Nealon, fastest car on the track right now.
Oh.
15.450.
But
Kyle
like,
Reddick's 15.470.
Yeah, but like, do you think that's cool? Like later they're like, ha ha ha, let's have a beer, and then no, Nealon's like, dude, I told you if you drove the way I told you to, you'd be just as fast as me or anything. I don't know.
Imagine you fired him when they got in the pit.
You beat me. You now are jobless. Welcome to the unemployment line. Oh, that would suck.
So after this, we are slated to have the Northeast Sand and Gravel Street Stocks.
Yes.
The big one for the NHS Area Modified Whitcomb 5 125 here tonight, and the Granite State Pro Stock Series Keen Parts 150, which will feature these two drivers on the Speedway.
Yes. And have they done the invert yet? Have we heard?
I have not heard anything about an invert.
1 through 9 will be the invert that will be drawn. I'm not sure who or if they have already drawn it. We'll have to find that out.
We got 2 to go. So 2 to go, and then we'll bring out the street stocks. And as Mr. Beaudry said, Ben Bazowski, track owner of Hudson International Speedway, gonna come out to play.
Yeah, he's in a rental ride from Renfrews. He's in the 88. He was pretty excited. He was talking about it last week about getting back behind the wheel. David Greenslit's here. He wanted to see if he could show up David Greenslit. That's a pretty tall order. So
David Greenslit is stout. I was talking to Randy Wheelock earlier today. David Greenslit is one of those guys. He's in his garage. He sticks to himself, he gets it done, and he gets it done the right way.
I've known David since I was like 15, and back in the day when he raced street stocks at Thunder Road, and literally I was one of the only crew members, if that tells you anything. I am no crew member, but yeah, I mean, he has always literally just been dedicated to making it faster, making things better. He's always been around, Chip Grenier Racing, and so many others, Grant Folsom.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but for those that are listening that don't know, the street stocks that he raced at Thunder Road back then are nothing close to the street stocks that we race now.
Oh, yes. So let me clarify that. Yes. So street stocks at Thunder Road in Barrie, Vermont are their 4-cylinder division.
Which I find so confusing.
Oh, when I moved down here, I'm like, what are you talking about? That is not. I was very confused. But yeah, no, so they were 4 cylinders. He ran an Escort. Most people ran Mustangs, but these street stocks these were like late models to us up there. So it was very backwards, very confusing.
Well, right now we have the Northeast Sand and Gravel NHSTRA street stocks on the field now. And who better to lead them out than the Artie's Electric M&W Auto Repair 45 machine of the Grouch LeClaire.
Then you've got Robbie Bodwell in the 42 on his outside.
Row 2 on the inside at the Granite State Power Sports. Renfrew Motorsports number 8 machine of Milton Duran. He's out of Londonderry, New Hampshire.
All right, I've got the 63 of Nick Magnotti.
Nailed it.
Oh, I did. Okay, I have butchered that name for years. So sorry. So happy I got that right this time.
Row number 3 on the inside, the youngster. Out of Raymond, New Hampshire, the Spindell Eye Associates. Catco recycling number 21 for Clark Brooks.
Then we have the 33 of Billy Clement Jr. He's a regular at the Hudson Speedway as well.
That's a gorgeous race car. I mean, they drove all the way down south to pick that race car up over the off-season. I'm not going to say what kind of chassis it is. I don't even want the flag. Let's not go there. But it's a gorgeous race car. It's a fast race car, and he's already got one win of the season at Hudson, so we'll see what he can do here today. Following row, the defending Hudson International Speedway champion, NASCAR divisional champion by the state of New Hampshire. I mean, David Greenslit, Vermont Custom Cabinetry, Rocky Branch Auto, R&R Race Parts New Hampshire, all on the side. Out of Langdon, New Hampshire, he drives the number 20 Dodge.
Then we have ours, and ours only, Mr. Ben Bazowski in the 88, the Renfrew rental ride, right behind David Greenslit. Does he have anything for him?
Devin McConnell drives car number 18. A couple years ago, he was a regular here at the Lee USA Speedway, New Hampshire Center of Speed. He has been running across New England with the R&R Race Parts Street Stocks, or R&R Wholesaler Street Stocks, whatever you want to call it. So McConnell will be in the 18.
They are trying to get him to go to the rear. Not sure what's going on with that. But then in the back, and I'm probably going to butcher this one too, but that's Donald Belial.
Donnie Belial.
Oh, God. See, I'm doing good.
You did pretty good.
Better than Chuck Denny.
Yeah, I can't say that name.
Chuck Dennehy.
Dennehy.
I did say off
Dennehy?
the record that I hope he never wins again, because that way I don't have to say his name again on this show.
Don't wish anybody that. That's terrible.
If Chuck wins the championship, Mark, you are coming to the banquet.
I should have to announce him.
Yes, you should have to say his name, like in detention or whatever. You have to write it, and then you have to say it this time.
Well,
9 million
Say
times.
his name. Say his name.
Say my name.
We speak about guys like Chuck Daney, who are veterans of the class, who are guys that are leading so far after their start of a racing career, like Chuck Daney. But Oscar Leclerc is actually third in the points at Hudson. He's your pole sitter here at Lee, and we're going to see what he can do lined up against Bobby Bodwell in the number 42.
Bobby Bodwell.
That's what they call him. I
Bobo.
call him Robbie Bodwell. They call him Bobby. I don't know what he prefers. We'll go with Bobby. We'll go with Robbie.
I think
We'll
he
do it
prefers
50-50.
his Bud Light Cold. That's
There we go.
all right.
Rumble box. All eyes on Dave Tibbetts. He's looking him over. Green is out. We're underway. I'd be lying if I said I didn't want to see Oscar finish up front.
Yeah.
He's been having a pretty good year.
He
He's got that
has.
car rolling.
He has.
But
He
Nick-
seems to be bobbing and weaving a little bit here. Milton's going to go to his outside.
Nick Maniotti, former track champion. He's got himself a new race car number 63, and it looks like he's got it figured out on the outside. He's going to make a charge for the number 1 spot.
They're coming in hot and heavy behind him. You got the 33 of Clement on the outside of David Greenslit. Looks like Brooks Clark is going to, or Clark Brooks, sorry. God, I do that too. He's going to wash up the track. In Vermont, there is also a Brooks Clark. So
Leclerc all the way down. He's got one hand out the window. Duran will take the 3rd spot. Greenslit's going to try and follow the charge. The Grouch trying to follow down to the bottom side of the racetrack, and we're sideways behind him with Clement.
you can just see him wheeling that thing for all he is worth.
Greenslit's picking them off one by one on the inside, and he's got a good race car here tonight. Speaking of good race cars, that 63 machine of Nick Maniotti absolutely running away. Pointed flag is out for the 8 machine of Milton Duran.
So correct me if I'm wrong, Nick Maniotti used to run
He used
mini
to
stocks here, right?
He used to run mini stocks here. He used to run Roadrunners back with Timmy Johnson back in
Yes,
2011.
Roadrunners, that's what it was.
Oh, yeah. He's been all over the place doing everything, and he's always been up front. which
Yep,
is
he's
exactly
always been
where
a
he is
really
now.
good competitor.
Funny enough, Nick Maniotti's former car was Justin Beecher's first ever race car, a Nissan Sentra.
Wow.
Used to race it here in the mini stocks and won a whole bunch of times. He is running away right now.
He is. Oscar must be fighting something. I wonder if something's broken. He is hanging on for dear life, and he seems to be falling back quite a bit.
He's hanging on to the right side roll bar. He's got one hand on the wheel. Looks like he's out for a Sunday drive.
He's always one of those one-handers. I don't understand how they do it. I would be in the wall.
3
Ooh.
cars under a blanket.
Yeah,
Duran
Milton
is into the
got it.
42. Well, Milton's got to go. He's got the 20 machine of green slip behind him, and he is not going to wait. The
No.
2022 Mighty Mike Lewis Memorial Champ, the 2021 Hudson Speedway Champ, knocking on the back door of car number 8. Duran to the outside, out at 2. We're side-by-side racing.
Robbie Bodwell, though, I mean, he is not just going to let him go easy. He is going to make him work his way around.
Keeping him honest on the outside for sure. Greenslit sees them prevail on the outside. Now he's going to make the charge.
Bodwell comes up a little bit. Makes it a little bit tougher on David Greenslip, but now he's going to peek to the inside. He is at his door.
10 laps down, 10 remain, and David Greenslits to the inside. Trying to find some hardware here tonight. Clark Brooks is right behind him in car number 21 trying to prevail, and they're all chasing the 63 of Nick Maniotti.
He is like a straightaway ahead. He is gone. But then behind Brooks, I mean, you've got 4 of them. You got Oscar, you've got Clement, you've got McConnell, and you've got Bazowski. They are all battling it out pretty good back here.
Ben Bazowski, former Hudson Speedway Outlaw Sportsman champion up there in the mix. He's underneath McConnell. I told him in the pits, I said, you want to go to the front? Follow that 45 machine.
45 machine's coming back to him pretty quick, so I don't think that's the way to go.
Ben, I'm
Looks
sorry.
like-
Don't fire me.
Don't ever listen to him.
Do not fire me.
Clark Brooks is having quite the time trying to get around Robbie Bodwell right now. He is fighting it hard on the outside. I just don't know. Will he get the run off here?
Not sure if Bodwell is fighting a loose race car or what, but he's keeping them all on the outside of the racetrack. So he wants the inside. He knows that's where he can keep the car fast.
He's washing up a little bit too, so.
Milton Duran comfortable in second. Even more comfortable is David Greenslit in third.
5 laps to go this time by, guys.
Nick Maniotti looking to pick up win number 1 of season 2022 here at New Hampshire Center of Speed.
Oscar Leclerc and Bazowski battling it out.
Clement and McConnell right ahead of him. McConnell's got a wicked loose number 18 machine here tonight. There's a lot of rubber down in this raceway.
And from experience, being here a couple of weeks ago when the Pro Stocks were back for the first time, wow, does it change the drive of this racetrack. Just having the mix of their rubber in with ours, I was...
Mowing the lawn.
Yep. No, I didn't mow the lawn. I did not mow the lawn, actually. The wire caught on fire, and yeah. Anyways, didn't finish. Well, I did finish, but at a slow, slow pace.
Coming down in the thick of
2
it.
to go. Nick Maniotti just out for a Sunday drive. I mean, he took off, never looked back. You got Milton. I mean, David is pretty well behind Milton, too. He's not exactly knocking on his door to take him down for second, but...
Everybody pretty comfortable right now.
Milton Duran, half a second faster last lap.
Oh, he's trying. You can definitely tell he seems to be wheeling it, but, I mean, this is the last lap. There is no way he's going to make it. Nick Maniotti.
Talk about somebody who will make it. Nick Maniotti is coming off of turn 4, and he's going to make it to victory lane. Checkers are out.
Milton Duran will come in second. David Greenslit comes in third. Clark Brooks fourth. And Robbie Bodwell in fifth.
And Mark Beaudry looks great. There you go, Mark. You were just sitting there. I gave you a smile.
I'm just reading the comments here. We're having an audio issue, so I'm pretty sure it's fixed now.
It's me. I am the
was it
audio
me?
issue.
No, it was Espinette.
Okay.
See?
Happens.
No, but it was my mistake, unfortunately. We don't usually use channel 4, and he's on 4, so I had a setting not set. So.
Oh, so you guys were listening to my obnoxiousness?
Oh, no, you can hear him, too. You can hear him as well.
Like, oh, God.
Or he's going to throw it down now to the track announcer, Randy Wheelwalk.
July the 30th. And then Saturday, August 6th for the Midsummer Classics, the Ollie Silva Midsummer Classic. So again, Lee USA switching over to a Saturday schedule for a couple of weeks in the middle of the summer. Full details at LeeUSASpeedway.com. Make sure you stay close to our socials as well. Pretty amazing event with the street stocks here in this race. We're going to be down to meet the top 3 here momentarily. And as you make your way into the facility tonight to watch some big feature racing, make sure you stay hydrated, get yourself some bottled water, refresh with some adult beverages if you're over the age of 21, if that's your thing. There's also some soda, some pizza, some chicken, some hamburgers, cheeseburgers. Load yourself up, enjoy yourself here tonight at Lee USA Speedway, and let's go trackside to Randy Wheelock.
Thank you, Andy Austin. You know, traveling up, traveling good, traveling around. Give the story, Mr. Greenslow, of what you had going on.
Car was really good for the first lap, and then I lost brakes. So ran the rest of the race, no brakes. Just had to ease it into the corner and get through there. But congrats to these guys on a good run. And I think I'm finally trying to figure this place out. Usually we struggle here, so my crew, I owe it all to them, everything they do for me.
Who helps you get it here, Dave?
All my crew, my fiance, Vermont Custom Cabinetry, Elefodi Motorsports, Backwoods Trophy Outfitters, Rocky Branch, Original Wheelman, Inside NHSDRA, R&R Race Parts NH 360 Design, Kevin Fairland, and Global Awakening.
There you go. David Greenslade in.
And Miss M for taking the pictures.
Nice job. Miss M does such a rocking job. If you haven't, go on to her site. She'd be glad to talk to you. Milton Duran, we meet again.
Yep.
What do you think of this deal tonight?
It wasn't bad. Way better than how we started the day. I had a rookie mistake there and backed it right in the fence in first practice, but we'll take it for the day we had. I mean, I just needed a caution there. I feel like we could have had a good race with Nick.
Good deal. Who helps you get it here, Milt?
Renfrew Motorsports, everybody that's involved with them. Brian for coming and helping today. Big Jim, Missy, my mom, and just Caco Recycling for all he does and everybody that helps out.
Great job. Milton Duran in for second. Going to make our way here to the victory lane. Well, sir, you look like you were putting on a sporting clinic out there. Looked like the car was in the groove. Nothing was going to touch you unless there was a caution, and that probably would have changed the mix-up a little.
Yeah, I mean, Grant Aether, man, he spent all winter building this thing for me, and we spent a lot of hours, a lot of nights out there building this thing from scratch. So first 2 races, we had some stuff go wrong, but I could feel that the car was there. So and tonight, getting that new car quirks out of it, it all came together.
Nick, who helps you get it together to get it here for you?
Like I said, Grant Aether, Rick from RMS Racing, Amy Watkins, she's not here tonight, but she fed me a lot of meals on those nights working on the cars. And then I think my wife and my 2 girls here, they're just starting to get into it, and I'm glad to have them here.
Pretty proud of Dad, guys, are you?
Yeah.
Nice job. Nick, thank you very much. Welcome to Victory Lane.
Now, just a reminder, if you guys have issues with buffering, it's more than likely Facebook. So we are also broadcasting live on YouTube. All you have to do is search Inside NHSTRA. Go to the Inside NHSTRA page. We are broadcasting live there as well. Also want to take a moment to thank Original Wheelman. Win the show or be the show. Victory Lane Apparel since 2021. If you guys go on to originalwheelman.com, use the promo code NHMS15. Get you 15% off all your Original Wheelman wear. Also brought to you by Coal Fire Industries, LLC. Custom fabrication and powder coating located in Brentwood, New Hampshire. 603-703-1568. Still plenty of time to get here before the action sets, sail with the modifieds. And we got the Granite State Pro Stocks as well. Place is absolutely packed out here today as well, so it's nice to see. So we're just going to let them clear off, and we're going to roll out the next division.
And then we will staging them here on the start-finish line. We're pleased that you all decided to turn out here this evening. How many of you are headed over to the big track coming up Saturday and then, of course, on Sunday? Anybody? Who are you pulling for? Is it Tyler Reddick on Sunday? There we go, right up there. Come on, shout out who you're pulling for.
Do you want me to say? Can they hear me? Am I on live? What up, guys? This is. What am I, John?
I'm pleased to introduce to you the mastermind.
So we got Steve Grand up here. So we're throwing it back and forth, guys, between the audio upstairs. So whenever they start to play music, we have to pull it because it gets us pulled off of YouTube. So
Steve Grand.
Yes.
You might know him as many things. The Ball Bandit, the Flagman, the GM, the official New England Dwarf Car Series announcer.
No, why don't we just switch that? The official CL announcer. I can't even say the words. What's up, guys? How's everyone doing? Enjoying some racing? Got a good crowd of people here tonight. And,
place is packed.
Yeah, it is. Place is packed. And Mark Beaudry, I got to just say this real quick, guys. Everyone should be giving this guy a shout out for his hard work. And this guy, you should have seen him running around this place, sweating, panicking, so that you guys get to watch this. Mark Beaudry, you are underrated, my friend. And,
most of that's because I'm overweight.
Nah, you know what? Seriously, though, Mark, you are underrated for the work that you do. It's amazing what you do and the passion that you got for it. You're a passionate guy about it. And, Mark, you're awesome. Keep doing what you're doing, brother. And
Steve, you're hired.
Oh, I'm hired.
You're hired.
I'm hired. See that? No, it's true though, Mark. I just want to put in those good words. You put so much effort into this, and you take it so serious. You're an awesome dude, and keep doing what you're doing.
Now we are going to attempt to throw it to a couple drivers live down
That's
the track
awesome
tonight. So we're going to see how good it works.
Check it out.
You never know.
How many people watching tonight so far? What do we got?
We got 55 watching in chat.
50.
Well, that's in Facebook, so I don't know how many in YouTube.
Yeah, that's right. Well, the YouTubes, we get the better view, right?
Yes, I recommend everybody go over to YouTube.
That's right.
That shows Steve Grand's age just a little bit. Head on over to the YouTubes.
Head on over to YouTube's Hey, maybe this would be cool,
We'll
John. I get to actually do a little bit of side-by-side with you.
Woo.
Guess who's beside us? We got the legend in the house, John Spence.
John Spence. The legend.
John
the
Spence.
Spider.
Yes, he is a legend, and it's good to see him here at Lee USA Speedway. Wouldn't be right without seeing him at Lee USA.
Huge part of Lee USA Speedway.
That's
and
right.
one big thing that he specifically wanted me to mention is don't forget, mark your calendars. It is a Saturday night show this year, August 6th, the Ollie Silva Midsummer Classic. Now, we're going to have the big block super modifieds right here at home, Lee USA Speedway, and that's always a show. That's
and that is
packed.
Mr. Spence's favorite
Oh,
show.
yeah,
I think
you know.
it's the big blocks. That's what does it for this guy. He's a modified guy.
Not only is he a modified guy, but Mr. Spence is probably the biggest Ollie Silva fan I have ever seen.
Yes, that he is a historian of the sport, and it's so good to have you in the house here tonight. It's so good to have you.
Always. John,
And
always.
you didn't know this, but I do. He's a guy from Lowell. Another guy from Lowell.
Oh, yeah. Straight out of Lowell.
Would you like to jump on, Mr.? He can't really talk. Unfortunately, he can't talk. But we'll do the talking for you. You just give us the head signals. But another guy from Lowell. Racing's got a lot of guys from the city of Lowell, that's for sure. We got
Racing runs strong,
yeah,
man.
Racing
City
is boys love it. City boys love it. Looks like they're finishing up Victory Lane. Not too sure what's going on out there. Oh, checks are going out.
Guys from Lowell, man. You guys like hockey and racing.
Hockey, racing,
Sounds like
football, getting into trouble.
I was just going to say a lot of things that bring a little bit of trouble, huh?
Yeah.
Sammy Ramo will receive a check for $500. Last call for the New Hampshire Modified
The point. Yes. The name of the store. That's Towers News. Towers News. Paul. I don't know his last name. Yeah, but he's a big sponsor. He was a big sponsor of John McKennedy in the days. Then you had Emo Beaudry, George Baldwin, Choppy Baldwin out of there. 7 that are in the Hall of Fame. 7. Wow. Yes, absolutely.
And Steve, I'm sure at some point you will make numbers.
Oh, I don't know about that. I'm just a guy out here having fun and enjoying. I love this sport, and it's good to see crowds come back and what we're doing here. It's sports really growing. It's got to get those young kids involved, and that's what we got the Hudson Heroes for, and trying to grow the sport, keep it alive. It's good to see. It's good to see big crowds here at Lee USA Speedway, John. I know that.
Oh, New Hampshire Center of Speed. I mean, this place, for those of you we got about 55, 60 people. I'm sure at least one of you have not been here. If you haven't been here, you need to come to this place.
Oh, now, here's something, though. How does the line go? I know John really can't speak, but how did Hudson become Hudson International?
So Hudson,
I love this. Here it is.
This is a story for all of you. Hudson International Speedway, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but Jean-Paul Cabana, 70s race star from Canada, drove by, stopped in, and looked at the place from the pit area. Didn't even race, didn't go inside, didn't unload anything or anything. And Mr. Spence and was it Bob Watson got a hold of that.
That would be a 5-minute stop, which is exactly what we would employ here.
Hudson International Speedway.
And that's something that rings a bell. Hudson International Speedway, the only international speedway in the state of New Hampshire.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
And back when Marco Thomas actually was quoted as saying back in the 90s when New Hampshire was New Hampshire International Speedway, but it was Hudson International. What was it? 3 times the name, half the banking, and 3 times as fun, or something like that. But yeah. I like how I go for a quote and I can't quote him, but it was something I read on Speedway Illustrated. Marco Thomas, who was the former announcer over at Hudson Speedway, that place really has stuck. And you guys. I mean, Hudson Speedway has the big thing on the back straightaway now. It's Hudson International. It's just,
that's right.
It sticks, man.
Yes,
it
really
does. Sticks.
Yeah, Hudson International Speedway just gives a little bit of spice. You know what I mean?
And no, we're not plugging.
Well, I could tell right on the track, and Whitcomb 5 Series is in town. They're getting ready to do their action. Their next run is going to be over at the Hudson International
August
Speedway.
14th. You know, one guy that's very excited for that. I've heard more about that August 14th race from Mr. Randy Wheelock, the announcer for the Whitcomb 5 Series from over at Monadnock Speedway. He is pumped. He's never been to Hudson Speedway.
What?
Not
once.
Where's
he been?
Where's he been? That's right. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, you might not feel this, but our ground is starting to shake. Here comes the ground pounders, the modifieds, going to roll on the speedway, and it looks like we will have a redraw and driver's introduction for the 125-lap main event for the NHSTRA Modifieds Whitcomb 5 Series in town here tonight at Lee USA Speedway.
I will say I am a little shocked looking at that second place car. Justin Beecher just got into these.
Yes, sir.
And he puts that thing second fastest.
And, well, not even that. Not even being a rookie to a modified. That's his second time out in that particular modified. They bought that from, I believe, Stuart Bean.
Yes.
And their whole team, and they haven't even taken the paint down. I mean, it still has their entire song
yes,
and everything.
And that was just at Hudson, and he was running that, and here he is, puts that second here tonight.
It's a bad, fast race car, and I'll tell you what, it's a bad, fast race car driver. Justin Beecher is starting up front and looking to end up front. There's a lot of big-time names here tonight.
Big thanks to Greg Whitcomb. All he does to get this series going here, and he put a lot of money and a lot of time into it, and he's doing an awesome job with this, and this is pretty cool. And Lee USA Speedway puts on a good show for the modifieds.
Absolutely. I mean, there's nothing like a Friday night under the lights here at New Hampshire Center of Speed. You got a basket full of French fries, maybe an adult beverage, maybe a non-adult beverage.
That's right. And wow, look at the crowd. Look at the beer tent tonight. That is packed down there.
Over at the beer barn.
The beer barn.
The beer
baby.
barn.
Give it to me, John. You know what my favorite line is from
Oh,
you.
yeah.
Here it comes.
50-50 tickets on sale. That's the money you don't tell Uncle Sam about.
Who knows where that quote come from? Let's see that in the chat.
Yeah, anybody in the chat can tell me where I got that
Anyone
one
in the
from. Let
chat
me
that
know.
got that right, we'll give you a general admission
Yes.
ticket to Hudson Speedway.
50-50 tickets.
One
That's the
more
money.
time. The question is, whose quote is this?
Yeah.
Give it, John.
50-50 tickets. That's the money you don't tell Uncle Sam about.
I'm looking for I can't see the screen, but we got Mark Beaudry. He'll be checking that up.
So drivers on the speedway now. So it looks like we're going to have some introductions. I think they're going to do a top 5, top 10 redraw.
Yes, that's what they, I believe they do, and they're getting ready for the redraw now.
So what you just said about Justin Beecher in his second race qualifies in the second spot. He could start 10th. He could start 8th.
Yes,
He could start
yes.
on the pole.
You can see him down there. Looks a little nervous. Got Steve Dickey down there with a big smile on his face.
We are about to throw the top 10
Yes.
in a blender.
All right, John.
All right, we're going to throw it right down to the track as well.
Okay.
As soon as they take over here.
So, Jackie? All right, these are the top 10 time trialers. And before we do anything, let's get a hold of Sammy Ramo, as he has won the P1 award. And Jackson, I'm going to need your help. Will you go give that to Sammy up there? But more importantly, Sammy, you get a big fat check from the Whitcomb family.
All right, guys, we are back. Unfortunately, they're playing music and we can't run it.
Wah,
So.
wah, wah.
Exit live.
Whoa, you're going to get us booted off, dude.
The
Life
one,
of exit.
one of the biggest people that will get your stream thrown off is Metallica. So
Yeah, they're pretty big on that.
why we just can't talk?
Them and
All I know
Garcia.
is we are off to racing land.
Absolutely.
Now we're making- That's funny.
Oh, so we don't want to get ourselves thrown off.
Yeah, no, we definitely don't want to do that.
No,
so,
we don't.
All right, so they just did a presentation for
Yes.
the pole award, I believe, for the fastest time, right? And now we're going to do a redraw.
Here comes
maybe?
the redraw. All right, everyone. Let's have our picks of the night.
Oh, the kid's got the bucket.
Who's got the first? Let's go. We're going to go with John Espinette. Who is your pick for this race?
You know, there is a lot of good drivers. Looking down this field, I mean, the true standout after watching practice and qualifying is the 06 machine of Sammy Ramo, but I'm going to go with my gut, and I'm going to go with the 2X machine, the Godfather out of Swansea, New Hampshire, Todd Patnote. I got to do it. I gotta
Okay,
do it.
the Todd Patnote is locked in. We're going to move it on down to, I'm going to take my pick. I'm going to go with the underdog. And I am going to go with, and this is going to sound crazy, but I'm going underdog. We're going with the number 77 machine of Justin Beecher.
So he's the only driver that I really know in this group. I mean, I know of some of them. Like, obviously, I know Jeff Rollins. I know
Jesse
Dickey.
Jacobaitis, too.
Yeah, actually, we
He's
got a
been
couple
quick.
people in here, I guess.
Kid's a wheel man.
I don't really
Yes,
pay
he is.
attention enough, I guess. But if I had to make a pick, Jeff Rollins has been around this place a hot minute or two as well. So
that's
I think
a
he'd
good
be a good pick.
And now it's over to you, Mr. Mark Beaudry.
I'm
Who's your
going
pick?
with the 25, Brian Roby.
Brian
Another good
Roby.
pick.
See, I went with the underdog, but if I was to take a solid runner,
No.
I'm just saying.
They're
you
doing the
get two,
redraw.
huh?
They're
No.
doing the redraw.
Okay.
I'm trying to get down so I can see it because a flag stands in my way. Who's drawing it?
There's a guy in a fire suit, I can tell you that.
Well, you know what? My other pick would
What
be
was the number?
Steve Dickey.
That was Matt Kimball that just drew.
Yeah, but what number did he draw? Oh, they're all. I see. I thought we were doing one, and the invert was 9. I'm an idiot. Don't listen to me.
Oh, no, I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, Jesse Jacobaitis, as you were saying, he's really come to life this year.
Wow,
I mean,
has he picked it up?
Sophomore driver, second year, and before racing these giant great motor modifieds, I mean, I believe all he did before that was go-karts.
crazy. That is a big jump.
His win a
That
couple
is a
weeks
huge
ago
jump.
at Hudson was his
Yes.
first win in a full-size car.
That was
ever.
a popular win, too.
Wow.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
the crowd was into it. A lot of the crowds and fans that go to Hudson, they know. They're there every week, and they know the stories and the drivers behind it, and that was definitely a popular win over at the High Banks for sure.
This is going to be a great race, though. We got some real
there's some
heavy
heavy
hitters
hitters, yeah.
in this. Brian Roby, Sammy Ramo, Steve Dickey,
You know,
Todd Patno.
Keep an eye on Tyler Leary. That
Yeah.
kid races
Yes, he
everywhere.
does.
Monadnock
Yeah,
Speedway
for
on Saturday
sure.
nights. Friday nights, he's normally at the SK Modifieds over at the Stafford Motor Speedway. And he took a night off at Stafford, I believe, to make his way up here tonight to race with the Whitcomb 5.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
Big support.
What a great crowd here tonight. Just
Yeah,
good
there's
to
a
see.
lot of people
This
here.
is awesome.
Yep.
This
This is
is
how
awesome.
short track racing should be. These fans should be packed.
You know what's awesome, though, Katie? It's growing. It seems like we're growing.
Yes,
Am I wrong for saying that?
No, I
mean,
go, as you know, I travel quite a bit. I usually here on Fridays. If I'm not racing, I'm watching or helping here. Saturdays I'm at Star. Sundays I'm at Hudson. But, I mean, we go to White Mountain. We kind of go all around, and it does seem like it's picking up all across New England.
And I thought this would be a tough year with the price of fuel,
Yeah.
just the price of living,
Price
the
of food,
tires.
everything, absolutely.
You know
And the
what?
tire inventory has been such an issue for drivers.
Yes. We're growing. This sport's growing
Well,
slowly but surely, and it's good to see.
And there's only so much that we do to get this sport growing. A lot of that comes to you guys at home by telling your friends, by telling your coworkers.
Yes.
It takes a quick 5 seconds to say, hey, I went to the track on Saturday night and had a great time with the family, and you'll never know who can show up that next weekend. It really can fill these stands.
Yes. Well, in big one last week at Hudson Speedway, Katie Buxton killed it. Stand Up of Cancer. Katie.
Stand Up to Cancer event was great. Yeah, we as a team raised $2,534
Unbelievable.
to go in honor of Jeremy DeCourcy, who we lost in the off season. That was a charity near and dear to his heart, so we wanted to make sure to keep that going for him, and we did. We had a great crowd. We had a lot of people there that had never been. They heard about it. They wanted to come check it out. They got some baked goods. They did some raffles. It was awesome. $5. I mean, how can you beat it on a Sunday night?
The best part about it was the racing was great.
It was awesome.
That was packed.
Oh, it's crazy.
Almost too packed.
It was crazy.
From
a
the
little
street
hot,
stocks
a little heated.
to the
Yes,
to the
yes.
spectator drag.
Yeah,
Yes.
I heard the
Are you
spectator
kidding
drags were
me?
crazy
That was
too.
awesome.
I love
All those guys in
I didn't leave us back
Charlie
then,
from down in comes from
New
New
York.
Charlie Gardino.
Yeah,
Big
New
shout
York.
out to Charlie
Yeah.
if he's
Charlie,
watching.
if you're watching, you are the man.
You know what's funny is those guys, they come out, they do take it seriously, but those cars are high horsepower. They're high money, let's be
I'll
honest.
tell
And
you,
they come out there.
I think they keep up with the modifieds.
Well, I
Some
was
of those
talking
I think
cars.
some
Charlie.
of them would be faster. Charlie's
I said-
Corvette motor, whatever he has
in the
going on.
Blazer, yeah.
Yeah.
I told him to put a transponder in his pocket one of these weeks, and we'll time him. I don't see why
Yes,
not.
why not? Yeah.
You're right. I'd love to see it.
That would be awesome.
It was a couple years ago over, we had Austin Erickson, I believe it was, in his street stock with a one-on-one battle
That
against
was
a street
great.
car.
Hey, was that a
yeah.
great race?
Close.
That street stock race.
and then didn't Jimmy Renfrew and Andrew Harmon go
Yes,
at it?
That was wicked.
Yeah.
Andrew Harmon beat Jimmy Renfrew.
In his mini
stock.
stock against a street stock, right? Or was it the
Yeah,
pro stock?
it was the mini. It was street
was
stock
the
and the
street
mini
stock,
stock.
okay.
I think Harmon added that to his resume after that day.
did.
I would.
Yeah,
Heck yes.
absolutely.
In a four-cylinder.
Yes. Yes.
He is nuts, though. Like, I drive for him on Friday nights here, and that kid has zero fear. He will bounce that thing off everything known to mankind because he is so full tilt. He's not willing to lift for anything. So,
Sometimes the way to the front is off the side of everyone else.
I mean, I've been afraid of doing that myself.
Mark Beaudry looks like he's doing some maintenance.
Yeah, he's out here
taping
getting
up
some-
the wires. Awesome job, Mark Beaudry. You hat goes off to you.
Should we
on the
play
hard
with all
work.
these switches that he left to
Yeah,
our...
let's do it.
Just kidding.
Yeah, Modifieds ground pound is set to come to life here soon. This is gonna be a great race.
How do you think the O2 looks? Like right here, on my, nobody can see, but on my finger, if anybody hasn't heard the story. Oh, they're starting.
Go,
I
here
was
we
like, oh,
go.
we're counting down. If anybody hasn't heard the story, I'm not getting an engagement ring from Tom Harwood ever.
Oh,
ever.
really?
I'm getting a modified.
Oh.
That pretty much secures the fact, kids. I'm never getting a modified. So we will be that couple that's been together 296 years, going down on the, Titanic with no ring. So, but yeah. So this is my.
You know what? I'm going to ask Mr. Spence over here. Who is his pick for this race?
Oh yeah, we got Spider in the house. He knows most of them.
I'm gonna guess and say he's.
Katie almost just ripped my head off.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so
That's all
sorry.
good. It's
I'm
all
like
good.
stepping on stuff.
Yeah,
sorry.
it's all good.
He's going
Sammy
with Ramo.
Ramo
Knew it.
is the pick from the legend himself, Mr. Spence.
He's an MRS guy. Sammy Ramo, always a top competitor. He was real fast in qualifying. And like Steve said, that 77 at Justin Beecher looked real stout in qualifying. But
yes, it did. So we got the invert. It looks like Beecher is now on the pole. I don't know. Wait a minute.
Rollins rolling up.
Side by side.
I don't even know where that came from.
John loves that one.
Oh, man.
That's my John Espinette.
Oh, that's funny.
Side by side. That's it. We have a little bit of fun in
reminds
here.
me of Stevie.
Yes.
A little
Stevie.
bit.
Oh, man.
Get the hell
Oh,
out
my
of here.
gosh.
What the hell's the matter with you?
Oh, and look
Get
who's
outta
on the
here.
top spot.
Oh, so.
Oh,
no,
this
isn't
bothered
fair.
too.
It's rigged. It's rigged.
Rigged. Even though they drew it on the front stretch.
I was going to say,
There's
that
always
little kid
someone
walked
saying
around with
it's
that
rigged.
bucket of the chips to be drawn or ping pong balls, wherever they were, and he did great.
So right now, Justin Beecher looks like he's set to line up on the outside pole, so no minus, no positive on the 77 machine of Beecher. Todd Patnode, I think, gained 8 spots on the redraw. Brian Roby third, Jeff Rollins, and Steve Danger Dickey.
Dickey, what do you think? He's going to be something. I think he ran the Whelen Modified race here early in May.
It's going to be a long 125 laps.
Yes.
All these drivers are going to have to stay patient. They're going to have to be there until the end of the race.
That's right.
Gotta be
I'm
there.
excited. I'm excited to be up here, part of the group.
We're
Taking
so
it
glad to have
on.
you, Steve.
Oh, thank you.
A little bit of help to the Fleet Graphics, number 23, Brad Zahinsky. Zahinsky going to start caboose on the tail. Car number 23, the 85 machine of Al Gifford. I was talking to Cole Littlewood over at the Monadnock Speedway when I saw that modified earlier this year, and from what Cole told me, that guy Al Gifford has a lot of experience running road course style events and decided to take his hands on a modified. And I asked Cole, I said, do you think he's got what it takes? He goes, well, he knows how to go around a corner.
We have a Steve Grand impersonator walking down the front stretch.
Oh, boy.
There he is. That's my brother. He's in the house.
He looks nothing like you.
Yeah, I was just going to say, let's not point that out. 'Cause
Yeah.
I think he missed the memo.
Yeah.
Your brother missed the memo.
Yeah, he did.
What?
He's got. Don't worry about it. Let's take that. I don't think he knows.
You got to have hair to sit in front of the tower.
Yeah.
Got to have hair.
I will send him a text.
You are breaking the rules, sir.
Yeah, I don't. My brother never comes to the track. He doesn't understand that.
Pulling out the black flag early here tonight.
We're already black flagging people. I love
Right
it.
now, ladies and gentlemen, Dave Tibbett gonna
Giving him the
double up the
crossover.
field. The Godfather, Todd Patnode, out of Swansea, New Hampshire, is on the pole.
Giving him the wave off. People are waving their hats. This lady's about to wave her child, I think. So.
My brother's definitely from Lowell. I don't know how he pulled that off, but he did. I don't even think he's going to hit my text. Oops.
We're getting set to go green. Todd Patnode going to lead. Justin Beecher, Brian Roby, and a rest of a healthy field of NHS DRA ground pounders to the rumble box.
He's just waving. No, that's a no.
Green is out and
There we go.
Patnode got the
It's
jump.
Beecher time.
Justin Beecher diving in, following behind him. Got a long. It's 125
Yellow's
laps.
out.
Oh, we still got the yellow lights out.
Oh, what happened? Didn't like
Pulling
the
it
start?
back.
Is that what that is?
definitely had a good jump there.
Now,
Definitely had a good jump.
Patnode definitely got off the hook. So we will see. Looks like they're going to restack him. Nobody
Yes.
has fallen out of line.
No.
Look at Sammy Ramo. Sammy Ramo on the bottom side of row 4 from the pole. Bad invert for the 06 machine. Good invert for the 2. I believe those drivers just swapped spots. The rest of the top 10 looks pretty good.
I'm reading my brother's lips, and I can't help it. I already know what he's saying. He's definitely a grin. We will fight it the whole way. You can see. He don't care. If I read his lips right.
His hands are big enough. It's like they don't even know what it is anyways.
Yeah, you're right.
He's like,
oh,
he's like
boy.
the Hulk over here.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. My brother's all about football. That was his passion. Racing's my passion. He doesn't understand this stuff. He just can drink anywhere.
He's just here. He's like, if I can drink, I'm here.
Yeah.
I did bring my headset in case I need to go beer tent side.
Yeah.
I did bring
Well.
a headset. So don't you
Field
fret.
just got crossed up. We got the 1 to go signal.
We're going to stack them back up.
That's
Let's see if
right.
we can get a better restart here. See if Beecher can stick with the Godfather for the start. Sorry, I'm going to take
Yeah,
you
you're
out
gonna.
with
Yeah,
that.
because I
Sorry.
can't sit still.
No,
Sorry.
neither
kid.
can I. So we're both
Me
pacing
and you are
over
both
here.
fighting each other here.
NHS
All
GRA
right.
modified. So off the corner
Good
to the green
start.
flag.
As they come down into turn number 1, it's Patnode. On the here comes Roby now to the inside.
Didn't make a change up front for Patnode. He's going to lead the charge, and he'll take lap 1. Beecher stuck on the outside of Brian Roby.
Roby and Beecher
Oh, they're
now.
wrecking in the They are wrecking.
And burn around.
Left rear down. Right
Yeah.
front down on Zahinsky.
Guys, let's go calm. It's lap 1. You have 100.
The 23
Oh.
is. We have some serious damage right here on the 23.
We do. 23
Scott
machine.
Zielinski.
Scott Zielinski. And
He is not happy, I don't think. He is.
no, he's. I mean,
don't
it's
blame
lap
him. It's
number
lap 1 of
1. Let's go,
125.
guys.
And that is. That tire is headed not in the right direction.
Who was that 6? I don't have him.
Ben
on-
Byrne.
That's Ben
Ben
Byrne. He
Burns.
just won at Monadnock.
Yes, sir.
A big race over there. He looks like the wheels are straight on that. But definitely for the 23 machine. Yes, here comes Joe. I know, Joe. Nope. Oh, he kept going.
Yeah, not the way that Brad Zahinsky wanted
Yeah.
to end the night. The Fleet Graphics number 23 machine.
And we have the East Bellrica Shell tow truck on the scene. That is Michael
Waka.
J. Walker, as I call him.
Michael J. Walker.
Michael J. Walker on the scene.
Dynamite.
Yes. I'll tell you, Mike takes this serious, gets right out there. He'll beat out the caution sometimes.
Oh, it's terrifying.
It's, you know what, though, Mike?
He does a great job.
Yes.
Sometimes when he's backing up to you, I'm like, he's just coming straight through.
Yep.
He's not stopping.
Yeah.
So.
Gets him off quick, get the show
Yeah.
going.
Sometimes I feel like hooked up behind him. When I brake, I'm like, oh my God, I'm going faster behind him than I am. I'm driving.
Looks like I'm seeing a lot of people that look like they made the trek down from the big track up the road.
Yeah, this is awesome. This is what we needed.
I see a guy right down here from the Go Fast Racing, number 32 machine of Corey LaJoy. Wait a second. Where's Corey? The crew shows up and Corey LaJoy doesn't. See, Mark, this is where I need the button box.
What button would you like, sir?
Oh, anything sad.
Give me the Price is Right losing one. I like
Yes.
the Price is Right losing one.
There we go. Yeah, it's a zonk.
Mike Walker going to work. Got
we
that
make-
thing all hooked up.
I don't know if they are officially going to take a lap. I believe they will. Todd Patnode led him around the first time. Justin Beecher, Brian Roby.
Oh, Breggy.
Brian Roby, Mark in the booth. How's that first lap for you?
Well, looks like it's going to take minutes to get this one going, unfortunately. A little bit of random bunches for lap 1 of 125 lapper, but so be it.
The first lap you had out there, give us a quick lay of the land. How did it feel for you?
So far, so good.
All right, don't let me down. I took you in the pool up here to get victory lane, so come on, buddy. Get it to the front. Just keep it up there.
See what we can do.
All right, that's cool. I
That
won't
is
lie.
awesome.
That's cool.
Wow. I feel like we're watching it on Fox. We got some good coverage here tonight. That was really cool. He's got another driver in on the list. Yeah, we got trying to reach out to another driver right now as we speak.
And I believe he said Steve Danger Dickey.
He did. unfortunately, Steve's just worried about racing, I think, right now. I feel like we're on NASCAR on Fox here, you know. Can I say that, or is that against the law here?
I have no idea.
So
We're gonna
there
have.
goes
Hey, do we have
23.
crank it up too? We gotta have a
I was-
crank it
that's
up.
what I was gonna ask
yeah,
that, but-
yeah, we gotta have a crank it up. I feel like I'm important tonight. Who's that we got in the back of us over here, John?
We got somebody on the car right now.
Chief starter who?
Mike Smith, marking the boot. Can
Oh.
you copy?
I got you, bud.
So first lap out, we're already under caution. I'm hoping that this is not what we're going to have for 125 laps of. How did it feel out there that first lap you had?
Yeah, you and me both. It makes for a boring, not only in the car, but for the fans.
Good luck out there, Mike. We'll talk to you a little bit later on in the race.
Yeah, I missed that last transmission, bud.
So good luck out there. We'll talk to you a little later.
No, sorry. Break it out.
He's a little far. He's on the backstretch. So.
Yeah, AT&T.
We love trying new stuff out here.
ET phone.
What is that brought to you by? You gotta have some sponsor for that. Chit Chatting with Drivers, sponsored by Katie Buxton.
By Joe Brady.
Yeah, Joe Brady.
There, I think he's getting him back. He's back on the front stretch now.
Now, my question is, did the Xfinity cars, did they qualify, or they qualify tomorrow?
Yes, they qualified. Derek Griffith, hometown boy. Row 11.
Row 11. Not bad. That's
he was showing
not bad.
speed when he qualified. He was the third fastest car on the track. And then,
Really?
But he's starting in row 11.
That's not bad.
The
That
Hudson
is Hudson
International Speedway.
Yeah, that's right.
Sponsored Sam Hunt Racing number 26
I am
machine.
looking forward to that.
That's
Looks
all
like
going down
Chief
tomorrow.
Starter, getting ready to cross the field up this time by.
Yes, sir. Right now we have the NHS DRA Modifieds set to do another 124 circuits around New Hampshire Center of Speed.
Looks like the 6 and the 5 were able to go to the pits, get
Big-
it figured out, and come back out.
Ben
so.
Byrne, Alyssa Rivera. Alyssa Rivera, a normal runner with the NHS DRA Modified. She is only running Whitcomb 5 events this year in 2022, and she's going to have a long way to come from the back with another woman, Kimmy Rivette, in the 99.
There we go.
Good
we got
start
the
in the
that's a
box.
very
Good
good start. Little slippage by Rollins.
Dickey to the
Yeah.
inside. What a
Sylvie
move!
jumped a little
Wow.
on that one, and Dickey did not hesitate. He jumped right in there.
No. Tyler Leary on the
The
move on the
outside.
outside. Now finds himself in the 4th spot. Up front, though, it's side by side with Patno and Rollins.
The godfather of the Monadnock Speedway, the Swansea Oil 2X, and the O2 of Jeff Rollins toe-to-toe at the top of the class.
Tyler Leary with a fast machine, still in that 4th spot.
2 in the books. Single filed out around New Hampshire Center of Speed. Rollins ducks in line in the O2. Still plenty of racing time left.
I think these guys now are going to log, and girls, going to log some laps around the center of speed, get these laps down, then get racing.
One driver to keep an eye on was the fastest driver in qualifying, the 06 machine. John Spence's pick, Sammy Ramos, sitting right up there in the top 5. He's got the action right in front of him as Justin Beecher tries the inside of the Maurice Enterprise 25 of Brian Roby.
All right, now I think they're just logging laps. Let's see who plays the games. It's all about the tires here at the center of speed.
Yeah, we're 4 laps in. They've strung out pretty good. I think it's safe to say people are probably not ready to make the jump and give it their all yet.
I think there's some drivers, though, that are just lead-footing it out the whole show. I'll tell you right now, I would be laying back, saving those tires for as we get later on in this race.
One driver that's definitely not laying back is the 6 machine. He is on the charge. Ben Byrne has passed 5 cars from the back of the speedway, and he is on his way to the back door, car number 62. Dickey to the inside.
Wow,
He'll take the 2nd spot.
Jeff Rollins now in the 3rd spot. Tyler Leary with a quick machine around here.
Jeff Rollins, the 2019 New Hampshire State Division I NASCAR points champion, to the 3rd spot. Dickey will take the second spot away, and now Rollins will have to put up with the 2 machine of Tyler Leary.
Here comes Leary. Whoa, gets the door shut by Rollins. He's going to hold on to the 4th spot right now. And now they're side by side, John.
Got on the binders quick, and he'll try his shot again. Going to establish himself to the bottom. Tyler Leary to the 2nd spot.
Wow, Tyler Leary now trying to find himself to the front here, John. This is going to be great.
Brian Roby looks to pick him off. Jeff Rollins might be saving tire. Is he falling off the pace? He drops to the outside of the raceway. Side by side for the 4th spot now.
And it's not a whit-whit-whoa this time, or is it a whit-whit-whoa? No whit-whit-whoa.
It's almost a whit-whit-whoa. Here comes Brian Roby to the inside. Justin Beecher. Right there in car number 77.
Justin Beecher just seems to be running smooth. He's running with Sammy Ramo. That might be the right guy to follow right now. Looks like Jesse Jacobaditz is just going very slow around this place, saving the tires for later.
All eyes on the 6 machine, the Byrne Towing sponsored entry of Ben Byrne. He has passed half of the field. Is he burning off all of the sneaker?
Ben Byrne is not burning those tires. He wants to get to the front. He wants out front. 13 laps in.
Justin Beecher trying to make the charge.
Wow.
He'll get to the inside for the 4th spot.
Justin Beecher, I believe it's his first time here in a modified. He is running a great race on the side of Brian Roby.
3-car breakaway. Now to the 4th spot goes Beecher. Roby stuck on the outside as Sammy Ramo rides low.
Here comes Ramo now. He says, uh-oh, you're not running away from me. He's going to try to get to the back of Justin Beecher.
Sunapee, New Hampshire driver Brian Roby stuck on the outside. Rollins will get by. Ben Byrne looks to prevail.
Ben Byrne in the early caution. Now he finds himself in the 7th spot as we speak. Off the pace, Alyssa Rivera. She is going to go pit side. Oh, that's a tough break for her.
Tough break for the Rivera Racing number 5A machine. The 2X of Todd Patnode has led him from the drop of the green. He'll take him to lap 17:01:25 here for the Whitcomb 5.
Looking out the window, I'm going to say everyone now has just settled in, got themselves a little comfortable, got that anxiety of starting this race, and everyone's going to calm out now and run some laps.
One driver who we have not talked about is car number 62. Now, Steve, you were talking about loving an underdog. Joey Kendall, and the Kendall Motorsports number 62 machine is just that. He is always there towards the end of the race, and you never know what he has up his sleeve. Riding right behind the J.R. Hudson Horse Transportation number 44 of Jesse Jacobadis right now, about halfway through the field.
Looking out the window, I'm going to say that 98 machine of Steve Dickey now. He seems like he wants to lead. Looks like Alita Patno is slowing down. Not sure how it looks on the clock.
Keep an eye on the number 11 machine, another driver we haven't talked much about, but should. Bennington, New Hampshire driver, the Monadnock Speedway hot shoe in the Apex Racing sponsored 11 as he'll make a move to the bottom side. Matt Kimball is on his way to the front.
Matt Kimball, I didn't even think he was in the race. He would have been my pick. Matt Kimball. I just naming every car. I just don't want to lose this bet.
Kimball made his NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour debut earlier this season down at New Smyrna Speedway in Florida.
Also,
riding his normal ride here today at Lee USA Speedway.
Wasn't he at Wall Stadium also running the Whelen Modified Tour?
Yes, he was. Yes, he was.
Wall Stadium, is that a high bank place? And he did an excellent job. Got caught up in a few things, but I thought he had a decent run.
Even ran down at Seekonk Speedway, a track that they had never even been to before, and ran up to a 7th place finish from the back of the field. As he's going to pass another car, he's going to get by the 44 of Jacobadis.
Jacobadis looks like he's just going to log some laps. He doesn't care where he is. We still got a lot of racing to go, John. 100 laps to go.
Jacobadis about to fall out of the top 10 as Joey Kendall drops to the inside in car number 62. He's going to take the 10th spot away. Jacobadis falling back. Is he saving the tires as we have a battle trying to crack the top 5 now? Car number 02, Jeff Rollins on the move.
Jeff Rollins and Sammy Ramo. Ben Byrne also. Tyler Leary gets to the back bumper of Steve Dickey for the third spot. Leary looking to find himself in the 2nd spot. Justin Beecher hanging in, running an excellent race, but it's early. Things could change, but it's still looking good. That is my pick, that number 77 of Justin Beecher. Tyler Leary now He's going to make the pass on Steve Dickey on the inside here at Lee USA Speedway. Tyler Leary second. Here comes Justin Beecher now. Is something wrong with Dickey or is he saving his tires? We're going to find out.
Last trip around, fastest car on the racing surface is the 98 of Steve Danger Dickey.
Wow, Steve Dickey, the fastest one, lost a few spots. Up front, it's Todd Patno, though. He's running away with it.
Patno's there. Beecher's to third. Leary running second, and now he's going to try and reel it in. A pair of twos at the top of the class with the 77, 98, and 06 rounding out the top five. Here comes Kimball. Kimball to the inside.
Kimball and Roby going at it. I think these guys are playing the tire game back here.
Well, even if you're playing the game, if this race stays green, you got a lot of room to make up. Kimball's about a half a track back.
Is there a mandatory caution, though, at lap 75? I believe there is a Yes, there is, John.
Mandatory caution.
Mandatory caution.
That's going to change everything
That's right.
this afternoon.
I just try to stay on the lead lap, I'll be honest with you. That would be my play.
Beecher looking low on Tyler Leary.
He finds himself in the second spot. Hudson Speedway's own Justin Beecher. And also Hudson Speedway's own Tyler Leary.
Beecher was the fastest car the last trip around. We'll see how they do this time.
Justin, you were my pick. Easy on the tires now, kid. We got a long race to go.
Justin Beecher, the fastest car on the raceway for the second circuit around, trying to reel in the godfather of the Monadnock Speedway, Todd Patnode. Jeff Rollins has bumped the O2 machine up into the top five, and he's got to deal with Ben Byrne. Ben Byrne on lap one had to come from the back end of the field.
If I think anything, I think it made Ben Byrne's car better as he's going to go to the outside of Rollins. Let's see how this plays out. Byrne makes the pass without any competition from Rollins.
Byrne is on the charge in car number 6. He's going to roll to the back door of car number 06, Sammy Ramo.
Single file now as we are on lap number 36. Everyone now playing the tire game.
Still plenty of time. Battle on the raceway. The closest one is way out back. Al Gifford and the 25 machine.
Ryan Roby making moves to the outside.
Trying to make it work. He's trying to follow the 11 machine. The hot shoe, Matt Kimball.
Steve Dickey was up towards the front, running second. Here comes Justin Beecher now. Beecher to the inside. Justin Beecher, your new leader here at Lee USA Speedway.
The Cabana boy out of Billerica, Massachusetts. The street stock boy, Justin Beecher, leads him down into turn 3.
Justin Beecher, second time in the car, finds that thing in the first spot. This is great.
We got 6 cars broken away from the rest of the field. Coming to lap number 40, it's the 77 of Justin Beecher. Patnode, Leary, Ramo, Byrne, and Rollins all in a line.
Wow, this has been great action here at Lee USA Speedway. This is only just starting to heat up. You can feel the tension. Here comes Sammy Ramo now. Ramo to the inside of Leary. Let's see if he can make it stick.
Ramo to the inside. He's going to uproot the 2 machine of Leary. Leary up top, and here comes Ben Byrne in car number 6.
Wow, the racing is out back. These boys are saying, we got to stay on the lead lap. It's time to go.
Jeff Rollins will get by. He'll jump back up into the top 5. They're all shuffling spots as now Sammy Ramo going to take the inside lane away from Todd Patnode. Side by side through 1 and 2. Ben Byrne from the back to the 3rd spot now.
Wow, Sammy Ramos second. Justin Beecher with the big lead. Justin, play the tire game now, kid.
Sammy Ramo, the number 1 fast time qualifier, to the 2nd spot. Does he have enough to reel in race leader Justin Beecher before the yellow flag waves?
Ben Byrne from the front to the back finds himself here in the 3rd spot. Wow, beat up and banged up. He is running good.
One thing I've learned over the last 10 to 12 years, you can never count out the 02 machine of Jeff Rollins out of Groton, Massachusetts. He's up in the 4th spot.
Jeff Rollins, champion last year over at the High Banks of Hudson International Speedway. Having a great run here at Lee USA Speedway. Up front, it is still Justin Beecher. Sammy Ramo now going to have his hands full with Ben Byrne. Ben Byrne to the inside. He makes the pass. Here comes Rollins now.
Side by side at a turn 2, and Ben Byrne comes out on top. The lights come on around New Hampshire's center of speed.
Just thank God it's not the caution lights.
That's right. Part of the beautiful $250,000 infrastructure here at Lee USA Speedway starts to turn on here on a beautiful Friday night as we have the 125-lap main event for the NHSDRA Modifieds.
Great race here this afternoon for the Whitcomb 5. John looks like he's out of breath. Gas a little bit yet?
I get a lot out in one breath. You know that,
That's
Steve.
right. Here it comes.
Beecher leads the way. Burns second. Third right now is still to be battled out for. Here comes Jeff Rollins in car number 02.
Well, while we have a quick second. Oh, wait a minute. We got a pass coming. Here comes that 62 machine now. I was just going to say, John, this is great having you on the radio. Oh!
As
contact.
you say it, there it is. Joey Kendall's around.
Caution flag will wave. Wow. John, we had ourselves quite the run there. That was great.
That was
I
great.
love working with you, man.
This is great.
This is a lot of fun.
We've done a lot of work together over the last 10 years.
Yes,
I don't think we've ever been able to sit side by side like this.
Yes, this is pretty cool.
Yeah.
This is pretty cool. Thanks all to Mark Bowdry for doing this.
Want to give a huge shout out to Original Wheelman. Whether you win the show or be the show, Victory Lane Apparel since 2021. If you use NHMS 15, I believe it was, or 25, oh, let's look in here. Get yourself 15% off at originalwheelman.com. Also, Coldfire Industries, LLC, custom fabrication and powder coating in Brentwood, New Hampshire. Let Pogie know you heard about them right here on Inside NHSTRA.
How much did you say that coat gets you off? 75 pounds? What was that?
I don't know how many pounds.
Oh.
How many LBSs?
LBS, yeah.
We got a special guest in. What was that? Oh, he's dialing up. We got a special guest in the house. Joe Breaky got the radio on. Hi, Joe. How you doing tonight?
What's up, Steve? Just listening tonight.
You enjoying the show?
I am. You
There
and
you
John
go.
are funny as all heck.
Oh, we're having fun, Joe. Joe, you having fun up there on the flag stand? Turn yourself into one good flag. You're doing an awesome job there, Joe.
We're going to check in with the driver.
Brian Roby, Mark up in the broadcast tower. How's this race going for you so far?
So far, so good. Just finding our own. Trying to save a little bit, some for the end. Some people are pushing a little harder, others are riding. So it's playing out about how I expected it. So we'll see if we can do something at the end of this one.
Track field right now.
About how I expected it. It's still pretty slick. There's not a lot of grip here to begin with, so it's one of those tracks you just kind of have to save some tires for the end. So overall, not bad. About how we expect it to be, not far off. Have a good piece here. Just got to keep saving some for the end and maintain track position.
That is so cool.
Mark Joy. That's what we'll have to start calling you.
Mark Joy.
I need Mark Joy's paycheck then.
Well, all right. Hold on. Let me get over check. Mark Joy. We'll write you a check to Mark Joy.
Oh, what is going on here? We got officials on the raceway. Possible lineup change here under yellow.
Or we have a problem with the vehicle.
He's pulling over someone. Maybe the 11 machine of Matt Kimmel. Is Dave Tibbetts looking to seek out here? They're checking something out on one of these race cars. Looks like it might be the 95. Getting the 95 machine of Al Gifford ahead of the 99.
Yeah, I don't know.
The Perry Family Dental sponsored number 99, that is, of Kim Urvet.
Big shout out to Dave Tibbetts. Dave Tibbetts flagging, does tech, does everything he needs. Pretty good for Dave Tibbetts to have him running the flag stand this year at the USA Speedway. Does an awesome job. Great guy, always been there.
It always has a smile on his face.
That's
Always.
the best part of it.
Always. Has a good time doing what he does up there, and I will say we all have a good time watching.
Well, you know, working out a track, we're all family.
That's right.
It
That's
goes
right.
down to it. We're all family, and sometimes it can be dysfunctional, but for the most part, we're all family.
Sometimes.
We don't use the word most, but Joe Breggy's up here, as we were talking.
awesome,
Joe
man.
Breggy, Hudson International Speedway chief starter, chef starter, Joe
Chef
Breggy.
starter, that's right.
Also venturing out, he's our New England Dwarf Car Series. Joe, you're a big-time tour flagman. How about
It's
that?
a lot of
You
fun,
know,
I'll tell you that.
Here's the funny part.
better
about
than
it. I'm going to tell this story real quick. Joe said to me last year, he flagged me, okay? Really wasn't into it. I said to Joe, Joe, give it one more year. He's like, I don't know. I really don't want to do it. Joe Breggy is becoming an amazing flagman, and he's on top of it. And as me being a flagman, that 10 years, to watch Joe grow this year and to not want to do it until it has turned out today, Joe, you're doing an awesome job.
Absolutely.
I'm proud of you.
Absolutely.
And it's, don't have to worry about him. Joe's doing an awesome job out there. Great guy. Always willing to help me out at any time. Just a good friend of mine, and Joe, it's good to have you up here in town.
Oh, I appreciate it, Steve. I had the best teacher in Jim Beebe.
Hey,
I miss Jim. Jim was the first flagman I ever remember watching as a kid at Star Speedway.
No, you enjoy doing the show, and that's all that matters. And I can tell you having fun. I see all those Facebook posts.
Oh, I don't mean to interrupt, but ladies and gentlemen, cone rule is in effect, and I totally forgot about that.
That's right.
So Justin Beecher going to be the new pole sitter with none other than Sammy Rainbow on the outside. I say Beecher is the new pole sitter. I forgot he took the lead.
Oh, what's going
Justin
on here?
Beecher.
Pat, no, not happy with Dicky, or is he just trying to say, hey, that's my spot? Little lineup change. They are going green here. John, I'm going to turn it over to you for the green flag, then I'll jump in there once in a while.
NHS Harry Modified's going to hit the rumble box. Green flag is out and we fly. Down into turn number one, side by side for the race lead with Sammy Ramo on the outside of Justin Beecher.
Justin Beecher holding his own up the front. This is awesome to see.
Keep an eye on the 6 machine of Ben Byrne. He's drove from the back end. Does he have the tire to keep up with the front running cars? Matt Kimball is now on the go.
New leader right now it is Sammy Ramo. Ramo now the top dog here at Lee USA Speedway.
Number 1 qualifier in car number 06 will show the pack to lap number 51. Beecher rides second, Ben Byrne, Jeff Rollins, and Tyler Leary, who's been in the top 5 all night long in car number 2, the Whitewater Plastics entry.
Brian Roby on the outside making moves. Is it too early? I don't know. He's just trying to stay with Patno.
Car number 25, RHR Enterprises on the side, and he's high, wide, and handsome on the Godfather.
Up front, it's all Sammy Ramo, Justin Beecher, Ben Byrne. 4th, Rollins. 5th, Leary. And the battle on the track is for that 6th spot. It's now Brian Roby.
The hot shoe, Matt Kimball in car number 11, going to try and see which lane prevails. Will it be the inside? Will it be the outside? Ladies and gentlemen, take your picks now.
Matt Kimball been very quiet here early. Maybe that's what you want. Don't want to hear your name too much. Maybe that means you're just taking care of your equipment. He's now on the outside of Patno.
Possible problems for the 98 machine of Steve Dickey. He's way up the racetrack, and he'll lose 2-3 spots on that deal.
Steve Dickey holding on, though, as he comes down the backstretch into turn number 3 and 4. John, it looks okay from my view.
Yeah, it looks like he might have just had a bad bobble through 3 and 4 that time. It definitely cost the 98 machine of Steve Dickey. Top 3 cars now closing in. Here comes the Byrne towing 6 machine.
Wow, the top 3 running away with it. Then you have Jeff Rollins in the 4th spot. He's running all by himself. Then it's Tyler Leary. Still, the battle on the track is for that 6th spot.
But
right
it's a new face, Steve. We got the 25 of Roby now being held with the number 11 machine of Matt Kimball out of Bennington, New Hampshire.
It's now everyone just seems like they're riding. No, not too much action going on. Just going to log those laps. Coming to lap number 59 this time by Sammy Ramo. Still your leader here at Lee USA.
If we're going to have a competition, Yellow, at 125-lap race, it should be at lap 75. I did go to school in Hudson. I don't know how to math too well, but Sammy Ramo got a lead in lap 60, so pretty soon we might have that competition, Yellow.
Todd Patno now working with Kimmy Rivetti.
Kimmy Rivet to the inside. trying to take the spot away from the Godfather, Todd Patnode. Patnode dropping back. He led a good portion of the first stage of this race.
I believe he's trying to save it. He knows we are going to get a caution at lap number 75.
A very decorated modified driver behind the controls of car number 2X's.
Oh, we got spinners on the backstretch. I mean, on turn number 2.
Check it out. Oh, coming in hot. Here they come. Here they come. Look out. Beaches around.
Beaches around. Oh.
Birds in it. Oh, no. Oh.
No. Not what we wanted to see. Oh, boy. I don't want to.
I'll add another one. Oh, no.
I don't want to be left out. No.
No.
Oh, unbelievable.
Beecher's in it. Ben Burns in it. And it all started with 3 cars in turn 2, and that was the 27 of Mike Smith, the 95 of Al Gifford, and the 62 with a right rear tire down. You can see him sparking off the racetrack.
Oh.
That's Joey Kendall.
That's awful to see. Justin Beecher still around. Ben Burn had a tough race. And second time now in trouble.
Well, we saw him drive from the back end of the field all the way to the front, so we'll see if he'll be able to do that again in car number 6. He's going to have some help off the raceway. So it stacks up. They had 2 cars on the outside of turn number 2. And the yellow flag waved as they were coming into turn number 1, so the drivers had really no idea what to do after that. So it just caused a little bit of stack up.
Looks like, does Beecher have a tire down? It looks like
if he does, if he doesn't have a tire down, I'm not sure how the right front is looking. He got into that 6 machine of Ben Burn pretty good.
You know, it's just tough. That's the underdog pick, second time in that car. Really, just rookie. And that's going to change it up.
Well, you can see him.
Oh, Ben Burn going on. No, not what I wanted to see. And that's going to change the game. Let's see. Beecher looks, is he going to go pit side?
Beecher's rolling pretty good. We got him on screen right now, so he's got looks to be all 4 tires are up. Looks to be cosmetic damage on the left rear.
Okay, all right, we'll take it. Good job, camera.
Tyler Reddick is not running this race, being asked how he's doing. He's in the next race.
Oh, he's doing just fine.
He's doing fine. He's probably having some pizza. They get some great food here.
Hey, special shout out to the camera people. I know we got very own KORB, came on us with racing videos, helping out.
So this camera we're on right now, this would be Caitlin.
Hi, Caitlin, doing a good job out there as always.
This one is Claremont Motorsports Park and Monadnock Speedway standout, Colton Martin.
Colton Martin doing an awesome job on that camera.
That's the kid that's got Jarvis's car from. Is that? Drives a
Yes.
Scion? Yeah. He used to run mini cups. That'd be a good shoot.
He runs just about everything.
Patnode to the pit
side as well.
He was slowing down. He was actually on the back there. I don't know what his issue is. Looks like they're going to get a little time because they got some cleanup work.
Yep. Mike Smith over there getting the hook as well, unfortunately.
125 lap race, only 61 laps in. We've lost a couple of cars.
So I have somebody in chat asking if I came down, what could I see? Well, we're only halfway through this event, and we still have the entire $10,000 to win Granite State Pro Stock Series with Derek Nealon and also Tyler Reddick in it.
And 24 cars for that race. That's going to be an exciting one.
That's going to be phenomenal.
That race right there is worth the price of admission alone here tonight at USA Speedway.
Tyler Reddick was doing some hot laps with Nealon earlier, and they were putting on quite a show. They got some good lap times running. So
I'll tell you right now, worth the price of admission. You ask that man right to your right, he would say it's the modifieds.
Mr. Spence, the modified man.
Your brother looks like he is enjoying the price of admission.
Oh, he is.
Yes, I see him down in front here, shucking and jiving, having a good old time.
Oh yeah, he's got his old lady out there. I got my whole, a lot of family members here, and I got my nephew here. I got my great nephew here tonight. I got them all. They want to come down and check out the race.
I didn't even see. That is not only your nephew, but let's give it for what it is. The former Hudson Speedway heat race hero in the Roadrunner division, the 3D of Derek Carrion.
That's right, Derek Whippley. And there's my nephew. He's waving at me from Cutie. Hi, Cutie.
I want to take a minute and thank the people that make this broadcast possible. Only Podiums. Visit Podium Clothing on Facebook. Also, Original Wheelman, Win the Show, Be the Show, Victory Lane Apparel since 2021. And Cold Fire Industries, LLC. Custom fabrication and powder coating located in Brentwood, New Hampshire. Give Pogie a call. Actually, pick up your phone and call him right now. 603-703-1568. Tell him you heard about him on Inside NHSTRA.
We got a lot of people in the stands. This is awesome to see. This is great.
Couple more laps under yellow. Still waiting on word of the 2X machine of Todd Patno. Took the Swansea Oil sponsored entry to the pits and has yet to be heard from.
Dave Tibbetts.
There he is.
Down.
Do you know who I see back out there?
Who's that?
Ben Byrne.
Ben Byrne.
Here's something to keep in mind.
Patton was out there too.
Ben Byrne completely destroyed his car at a race at Monadnock a couple weeks ago. Came back out faster than he was. It's almost like it gives him that added drive to get back out there and do a little bit better.
Oh, yeah. You hear it all the time around the paddock. Sometimes these race cars get bent just the right way. That's right.
Another thing, in case anybody wants to know.
Justin Beach, it doesn't seem like he's too happy. He thought the caution was already out, which it was.
It was. He spun after the yellow flag.
He's kind of got a point here. The caution was already out.
I'll say it how it is. I mean, yellow flag came out. He spun afterwards. He should get a spot back. Ben Byrne, if he didn't pit the 77, he should get his spot back.
Because the caution was already out. He wasn't the caution.
He was not the cause of the caution.
You know what? This is the tough spot.
No, I know it.
And racing is live, and this is great that I actually get to see this because people go, oh, well, you made the wrong call. It's tough.
I get it.
You're making the live call.
Oh, I know.
You know what? It's pretty cool to see it play out this way. Sometimes it just doesn't happen. Looks like the Chief starter, Dave Tibbetts, crossing the field up, giving him the one to go signal. This time, bye.
So we're going to see how this one plays out. Cone rule is in effect. What can some of these guys at the back? We got 3 fast race cars at the tail end of the field. Ben Byrne to the outside and Justin Beecher to the outside. Todd Patno would have those 3
So
cars.
that was a choose lap, so they could go wherever they wanted to go. So you're going to see, look where our man
Ben Byrne
all the way up to 6th place.
I'll tell you.
Go get him.
And Justin Beecher just was tailed. Took the outside. Justin Beecher loves the outside.
Justin Beecher does his best work on the outside lane.
Yes, he does, especially at the high lanes. Nobody's got it.
Brian Roby climbed up to the outside of row 1, and
That's
the green flag is out.
Start, I thought. Rainbow went a little early, but I think they were close enough to say, let's go.
Roby falls back on the outside, and he's going to have to put up with the Groton Rocket, Jeff Rollins.
Jeff Rollins coming to life, got his championship last year at Hudson Speedway and the year before. Roby, they're riding side by side, Hudson Speedway champs. Roby now finds himself in the 2nd spot.
Ben Byrne, Matt Kimball, side by side for the 5th spot.
And no, whip it where?
Burns got it at the line, and the Byrne towing number 6 machine. From dead last on the final restart, made his way up to 6, and now he's up in the top 5. Here comes Beecher to the bottom side.
Justin Beecher still got something to go, and the guy that's been quiet all day in that number 11, Matt Kimball, haven't said much of him today. I have a feeling as we go later in this race, he will be a plan.
Bobble out of the 2, Ben Byrne on the inside, and we're side by side for 4th. Byrne is making his charge to the front.
Ben Byrne. Beat up, banged up car. He's now going to work. It seems like he's a heat-seeking missile going to work. Oh, Jeff Rollins now.
Justin Beecher trying to follow the 6 machine through the field. Heel trying to take the inside row away.
Justin Beecher driving angry. He is coming. Didn't touch anyone. Just seems like he's really throttle happy.
Trying to find and establish himself the bottom side of car number 2. Right in front of them, the battle for 3rd starts to heat up. Here comes Byrne to the inside.
Ben Byrne now down into turn number 1. He's going to stick it. Can he make it happen? They are going side by side down the back stretch into turn number 3. Ben Byrne got the favorite line around this place.
Rolling sideways off the corner. He'll stick it down the front straightaway. He'll settle down in the 4 spot. 6 cars starting to separate themselves from the rest of the field.
Everyone playing good on lap number 68. We go to lap number 69. Up front, it's all Sammy Ramo. Then Brian Roby, Ben Byrne, beat up, banged up, is making moves.
Sammy Ramos starting to tiptoe himself away from the rest of the field. Brian Roby, Ben Byrne, Jeff Rollins, and Tyler Leary now having the fight to be put up with the 77. Justin Beecher trying to crack the top 5.
Justin Beecher makes the move on Tyler Leary. He makes it stick on lap number 71.
Ben Byrne is the man on the mission in car number 6. He's to second. He's trying to reel in for the race lead.
I believe we only have 4 laps to go. Yes, we do. I can see Chief started Dave Gibbons with the green flag, meaning, we got one off the pace. Who is that?
Mike Smith in car number 27 set to retire early.
Oh, will he make it off of pit road? Yes, he does. We got 2 laps to go in segment number 1. It looks like it's going to be all Sammy Ramo.
Number 1 car in time trial style qualifying earlier on this afternoon. Sammy Ramo going to lead the pack to lap 74. And the next time around, we should see competition yellow.
The only battle I can see on the track would be Brian Roby and Jeff Rollins, but it looks like it's going to be single file checkered flag.
Oh, how about that?
Segment 1.
We got a stage checkered flag out there.
Yes.
How about it?
I got it one more time. Right quick, to 5. This is an amazing race. For what they've done, and now these boys get to pull their tires down, get ready, and then it's 50 heavy high.
75, Steve. 75.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is it 125?
125. Oh, 50. Oh, 50. No, so I told you I went to school in Hudson. What are we doing here?
He's still learning his math,
no,
guys.
No, hold on, because at different tracks, at Hudson, 125
is 50. Is
Yeah,
50.
yeah.
See, I can't do trivia. I can't do math. But I can talk.
I thought the laps are different, though. I know we're doing 125 at Hudson. And, it's...
It is 125.
Okay.
It is 125.
It is.
I told you guys. I did pre-warn. I can't do math. It is what it is.
Wow. Everyone's stretching, getting themselves ready. What do you think? Oh, he's going to try to find a driver. Go for it.
So right now we have the 7th inning stretch at Renway Park.
Take me out to the racetrack.
One of the great things to see here at Lee USA Speedway is this place is absolutely packed.
It's awesome to see Lee USA Speedway alive.
So you're going to see these cars go in, and they do get a pit stop here. We get a change tire. We'll see what they do, what kind of strategy they take off. I believe these are cold pits too, so they will come back out in the same order.
Correct. We'd love to make them live, but we had a conversation over winter. We were going to go with a hot one, but then we're like, we'll get somebody killed. So we can't do that.
And this is the only track that we do have where you can do live pit stops because of the pit lane in the middle. But unfortunately, to get everybody out here, it's just not going to be time efficient.
Yeah. And Joe, what did you think? You just watched 75 laps of the ground pounders. Did you enjoy that?
I can't wait to be on the flag stand with them.
I'm surprised they didn't want a special guest up there in the house tonight.
No, I'm just here to enjoy tonight, man.
Yeah, there's
no work for me. This is work enough for me.
And tomorrow you are off to NHIS?
NHMS.
Oh,
Hudson is the only international speedway.
That's right.
Don't forget it. Tell your friends.
That's going to be exciting. Can't wait to see what Derek Griffin could do. That's going to be awesome.
Real exciting when you look down the list here. You see Ben Byrne made his way all the way back up to second place.
Unbelievable.
Like I said, that man drives angry. That guy also, I just happened to be driving by. I was getting the camera set up over in turn number 4. And he, if anybody has not seen his hauler, he has a full-size hauler like you see just in the Cup cars. So it is absolutely phenomenal. It's an upper decker one. They got multiple cars here just in case they had a problem. And then on the side of the trailer was a massive hot dog machine.
Really?
Oh yes, chili, hot dogs.
What? They
chips.
all feed you.
I went by and Ben pointed and said, "I know this isn't Clash of the Concessions, but I can feed you." And I was like, "Sounds like a plan," because there's so many people here that to get food here right now is quite a little wait in the line. There's like 80 bucks and is still gone right now trying to get food.
Yeah, I know. She's been gone for the first 7. I mean, I think she might have said, "You know what? I'm going to go visit people down."
Well, all her soda is right here, so I don't think she went too far. All her drinks and everything. So, but the place is absolutely packed today, which is great for this place.
Yes, yes.
And just to see the people that are out, I mean, Brian Roby up in P3, Sammy Ramo, that's no big surprise that he's leading the charge here. Let's be honest.
No. And you know what, though? That first 75 means nothing. It's the last 50 that is. I'll tell you, though, out of that first round, if I was to pick the best driver,
it has to be.
Absolutely.
Has to be.
Well, Ben also did a very, very good move when he took the choose to the outside. Ben's strong, whether he runs inside or outside.
I love that.
And so he went ahead and took that. I wish they did that more often. Matt Kimball, let's not forget about him. Matt is a smart driver. Matt, the last Whitcomb race at Claremont, where was he? Mid to backpack the entire 3/4 of the first race.
He's the sleeper.
Guess where he was at the end? Right up front.
Yeah. He's my sleeper pick, the one that we haven't mentioned it much. I really think that Kimball's going to have a strong car in this next one, if I was to guess.
100%. You know, and Justin Beecher, let's not forget about him. He pulled off in 5th place right there.
Yes. I can't believe just the second time in that car. And he is a rookie in it and what he's done here today. But, you know, I don't know. Maybe he's driving the wheels off that thing and maybe he's got no rubber left in the second half. We're going to find out.
I'm excited to see.
I am too.
You know what else I'm excited to see?
Yes.
Plenty of time, guys. If you are within 20 minutes of this track, you still have time to get here because we have Granite State Pro Stock Series, the GS with PSS Keen Parts 150, $10,000 to win. We have Derek Nealon, we have Tyler Reddick, and we have a slew of hot shoes that are in that division.
Yes. I don't know who this is the lineup of the Pro Stock.
No, that's the.
I'm trying to. I'm going to give you. I don't know. We've got a little bit of downtime. Maybe we take our pick for that.
Well, one guy.
Okay, but here's. All right. Let's throw away our picks now because we just watched that.
I don't want to throw away mine. I like mine.
Would you change it right now?
No, I'm hanging tough with Brian Roby. Brian Roby is the man.
I have Justin Beecher. That was my pick in the first one. And you know what? I'm going to stay with him.
I'm sticking with mine. I'm still going with it. I'm not giving up on the Godfather.
If I have to go somewhere else, the sleep is going to be Matt Kimball.
So real quick, guys, if you are just joining us because the numbers are like ridiculously increasing more and more here. So the track right now, they're in the pits. This is a cold pit. This is their break. They get to put on a change tire, add fuel, make some adjustments. So there's no action on the track right now. They'll be back out here in a minute. So just making sure you know. So, all right. So here's your question for you, Steve Grant.
Yes.
Are you going to stick with your pick or are you going to change it?
No, he's been interesting. He's been fun to watch, and I'm not going to change my pick. Justin Beecher. I'm going to stay with Justin Beecher.
Breggy?
I'm going to pick whoever wins.
You can't do that.
That's a cheat.
That is so cheap.
All right, I'll go.
You just
I'll go
went from
Roby.
the outhouse.
I'll go Roby.
He's going Roby.
I already picked Roby.
I'm still going.
All
with
right,
Roby.
he's piggyback.
Okay.
Espinette, what do you think, buddy?
I'm still going with Todd Patno.
Give me your sleeper pick now, Mark. Who would you sleeper pick?
Matt Kimball.
That's you're piggybacking me now because that was my sleeper.
Oh, we're allowed piggyback picks. So I'm going to go ahead and go with that.
I agree.
All right, let's talk Granite State Pro Stocks. Who do you think is going to win?
Ooh.
The 19 list. The 19. You're going with
I'm
Brian.
going Brian.
Cruz.
All right, so here's something to remember.
Can I see that list? Is that the Granite State?
I'm going, before we say anything, for the Granite State Pro Stock Series, I'm going to go with semi-underdog, hometown boy, or I should say hometown bred here at Lee USA Speedway. I'm going with Ryan Green, car number 93. He's a good shoe. He comes out of the Green Racing family name, son of Bo Green, and they have got themselves figured out this year.
I am going
Fastest qualifier, right?
I'm not sure. I didn't see.
Is Joey Pole in the house?
No,
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 it's not. Okay, because that's on my list.
Actually, yeah, he should be
In the
in the
4
pits.
and H set.
That's right. Yes, so he is here. He's not driving the house car. He's driving for.
Yes, he is here. All right, yeah, he's driving
Yes.
for Ben Rowe.
That would be my pick. Would be I got to go with hometown Hudson boy Joey Pole. I can't take the NASCAR dude.
Corey Casagrande, fastest time in practice.
Corey Casagrande, huh? Car
He had
number
a
7.
41.19 total time. So his lap time was 15.392.
Okay, they're coming out, and it is Ben Byrne on the pole. Was that a lot? Or is this,
So my pick's going to be Kruzak. You can't not pick him. The 19, a couple weeks ago when we had the re-debut of the Pro Stocks here at Lee USA Speedway, he was on a mission.
Yes.
Him and Jimmy Renfrew Jr. put on a show here.
Is
Renfrew's not here.
Renfrew is not here.
Where he is.
Senior's here because that's the car that we have good old Ben Wazowski.
Yes, he did good. Ben did good for what he had and the time he had.
I was
Big
proud
boss
of him.
man. Ben
Big
Bazowski.
boss, man. Yeah, Ben's a great guy. It's cool to see him actually get out there and enjoy himself. You know, he's a racer when it comes to it. He always says, race hard.
I was doing, anything a good employee does because I know he was nervous. He was down there, and I was just completely making fun of him. That was great. And he just looked at me. He's like, "Don't you have something to set up, or don't you have something to do?" I'm like, "Doing it right now, buddy. This is what you paid me for."
Yeah. Where is Mr. Wazowski? Is he in the house?
I'm surprised, actually.
He hasn't made a visit?
He's not been up here because he said he was.
Yeah,
That's all right. I'm filling in.
Yeah, I think he's, he's probably talking. He's probably still just coming down from after the race. That's, I think that's his first race of the season.
75 laps down, 50 to go. It's going to be exciting to see because the people that were holding back, they're going to go about another 25 laps and then they're going to turn on the gas.
As I look over to my right, I think we tied out John Espen at the first 75. Or you just...
I'm just checking race monitor. Race monitor.
All right, looks like next time by. They are crossing the field up. Here we go.
Matt Kimball to the outside of row 2.
Wow, Matt Kimball now.
Here we go.
Kimball is in the 4th spot. Wow. Here we go. This is going to be great. I'm excited. 15 to go. As they come around down the back stretch into turns number 3, coming into 4, Sammy Ramo gonna set the field. And Jeff Rollins gets a good jump on the outside. Jeff Rollins now to the front. Jeff Rollins.
The 2019 New Hampshire State NASCAR champion fights on the outside of Sammy Ramo. Who's gonna lead him around at the stripe? It's the bottom side move of Ramo.
Everyone is side by side. The racing is definitely picked up here at Lee USA. Matt Kimball now for the first time in the 3rd spot here tonight.
Matt Kimball taking the high side route around Ben Byrne. Byrne still up in the top 5 with Brian Roby. Oh,
Justin Beecher gets loose.
Woohoo, what a save.
Wow,
Number
what a
77.
save. It's Beecher and Dickey now towards the back. Up front, everyone running single file. Sammy Ramo still leading the way. Jeff Rollins, though, got himself a rocket. And my sleeper pick, Matt Kimball now in that 3rd spot.
Tyler Leary, the Whitewater Plastic sponsored entry. Car number 2 just outside the top 5. He's been in the top 5 all night long. Does he have enough to stay with the top runners towards the late stages of the Whitcomb 5-125?
Tyler Leary doesn't get enough credit for what he's done here today. He's another sleeper that everyone passed on. Brian Roby backing up just a little bit now. He finds himself in the top 5, and he's got Ben Byrne stuck on the outside. Roby to the inside.
Side by side, no. Byrne slams the door shut. Sparks fly off of the corner.
A little bit of contact between Roby and Byrne, but they keep it clean.
Roby trying the inside once again off of the corner. He's got Tyler Leary in car number 2 in tow.
Ben Byrne seems like he's not getting through the corners as good as Roby. That's right, because here comes Roby now to the inside with a crossover on Ben Burns.
Sunapee, New Hampshire driver Brian Roby knows it's time to go. He'll get by Byrne. Byrne gonna be smart and settle straight in line.
Byrne, does he put the bump into him as Roby did it to him the last time?
Doesn't have the shot down the front stretch. Slams the door shut on the Whitewater Plastics. Number 2 through 1 and 2.
Jeff Rollins holding on to the second spot. Got his hands full. Here he comes. Matt Kimball down to the inside of Rollins. Can he make it stick?
The Monadnock Speedway hot shoe. The Apex Predator. Matt Kimball to the inside, and we're side by side. Whoa, Steve. There you go.
That's right. Thank you, John. I was waiting for that one. Matt Kimball now for the first time tonight finds himself in the second spot.
Keep an eye on the 25 of Roby. He's going to reel in for the third spot. 4 cars in a line.
Justin Beecher, Steve Dickey side by side towards the back. Beecher stuck on the outside. That's his preferred line.
Dickey rides down low on Beecher. They go toe-to-toe for the number 7 spot down the back straightaway as they're single file through the front half of the field. Here comes Roby to the bottom side.
Brian Roby going to work on Jeff Rollins. Let's see how they come down the backstretch. They are dead even.
For the final piece of hardware here tonight, Brian Roby going to uproot the 0-2 of Jeff Rollins, and he'll have the third spot at the line.
Tyler Leary's licking his chops watching the Roby and Rollins go at it. He's hoping to find himself in the top 3.
Sammy Ramo, car number 06, a front runner with the Modified Racing Series, MRS and Tri-Track, leading the way to lap number 89, the last trip by. 35 remain at the start-finish line.
I don't know if I can change my pick. I think it's going to be late, but I'm going to tell you the guy that's going to get the checkered flag here today. It is going to be Matt Kimball. I am switching my pick. Kimball looks strong.
So Steve Grand's cheating.
Yes,
and
I'm
Matt
always
Kimball's
cheating.
trying to reel in for the race lead.
I've been taught by all these drivers, you gotta cheat a little bit, find that gray area. That's what it's all about, Don.
Now for the number 4 spot. Here comes the Mercier sponsored 2 machine O'Leary trying the inside of the 0-2. The Grunt Rocket Jeff Rollins. They're toe-to-toe.
These two race every week when their modifieds are over at Hudson Speedway. They keep it clean. Tyler Leary gets in front of Jeff Rollins. He finds himself in the 4th spot.
92 laps, complete a 1:25. Matt Kimball, the Apex Racing Amber Electric number 11, trying to reel in for the race lead.
We got ourselves a barn burner, and it's what I call with 25 to go. It's feature time. It's almost feature time here at Lee USA.
Todd Patno towards the back end of the field. Now might start to come to life as he'll duck to the inside. He'll take a spot away from Steve Dickey.
Tom Patno put it in the pits. Not sure what his problem is. Doesn't seem like he's as quick as he was earlier today. But up front, it's all Sammy Ramo. As I look over to my left side, it's John's girl. John's girl's in the house.
My beautiful girlfriend, Emily, just made her way in the tower.
You're in the house.
You're in the house, he says.
Yes, you are. Get over here. Give me your forearm. We have a little thing I'll have to explain later on. We're going to get back to racing.
So we got at the front of the field. Car number 06 going to come upon lap traffic. The 44 machine of Jesse Jacobaitis in the hot seat.
Jesse Jacobaitis had himself a great run early. It just doesn't seem like he's done enough for segment number 2. Sammy Ramo to the outside. Gonna put Jacobaitis a lap down.
Lap traffic upon us. It's the 44 of Jesse Jacobaitis out of Brockton, Mass. He'll give plenty of racing room to the outside. Leaders on their way by.
Jesse Jacobaitis has really figured out that car. It's tough to watch him go a lap down, but he's had a great show here today.
Holding his own on the bottom side of the raceway is now the 2 machine of Tyler Leary's spot.
Respect. I got much respect for a driver that goes a lap down and gets out of the way. Single file here at Lee USA Speedway. Sammy Ramo pulling away a little bit from Matt Kimball.
25 laps to go, Steve.
It's
100 laps
time. It's feature time. That means the racing will start to pick up here.
Keep an eye on car number 2X. Todd Patno has picked off 2 cars. Now he's going to work on the back door of car number 6. Does he have enough time to get to the front?
I don't know what Patno heard when I said. I said it's feature time, and he just starts picking them off. Ben Byrne now gonna get it from Pat. No, sorry, I screwed up, tripping over my own words.
Patnode and Byrne side by side off of the corner. Now he's trying to oh, they almost make contact. Look at the racing by these two.
Oh, looks like Justin Beecher got loose all by himself. Ty is starting to fade on that 77 machine. There goes my pick. Doesn't look like it's going to be his race.
Around the lap traffic goes the O2 machine of Jeff Rollins. Right now, 5th on the leaderboards. Here comes the Godfather, Todd Patnode.
And Ryan Roby now bringing that thing to life. Looks like he's running a perfect line around. Whoa, what's going on, John?
Patnode to the inside of Rollins, and he'll take the number 5 spot away. He'll put the 24 on the leader charts.
Patnode got the message. It's feature time.
He's got a long way to come to the front as Sammy Ramo going to lead the charge down the backstretch. Matt Kimball runs second with Brian Roby out of Sunapee, New Hampshire, third.
I don't know if we're going to go green the rest of the way. I got a feeling a caution's going to come late. I hope a caution comes late. I hope no one gets in trouble, but I would like a caution.
I'd love to see another rack up, stack up, and send the modifieds green. 106 laps. Now 107 laps complete at the line.
Wow, it's definitely getting down to it. Sammy Ramo showing he is the most powerful car. But Matt Kimball out of nowhere, the sleeper, finds himself in second. Brian Roby looks like he's catching Kimball.
Just under 20 laps remain here for the NHSTRA Crown Pound and Modifieds.
Special thanks to the Wickhams getting this race in. This is awesome to see here at Lee USA Speedway.
All around New Hampshire center of speed. By the grace of God in 600 horsepower. The open wheel ground pounders, NHSTRA Modifieds putting on the show.
15 laps to go here at the center of speed. Will someone spin it around? I want a caution. Let's bring out a caution and rack them and stack them. I hate to say it, I'm being honest.
Well, we got lap traffic coming upon us, Steve. Next in line, Minty's Hardware 99 and Kimmy Rivette.
I'm going to stuff my fat face with some french fries here because I'm getting nervous. It's feature time here at Lee USA.
Looks like Matt Kimball falling back away from the rear bumper of car number 06. Sammy Ramo might be turning up the wick. 112 laps in. Coming down to the nitty-gritty.
Ryan Roby now coming to life. I got a feeling before this race is over, he's going to be in second place. Come on, who's going to loop it? I want another caution.
Ben Byrne trying to make his way around lap traffic with the pack. Al Gifford in car number 95, giving plenty of racing room to the outside. Leaders making their way through the start-finish line. Clicked in lap number 114. 10 laps will remain at the start-finish line.
Will someone throw a water bottle over the fence? I want a caution here at Lee USA.
Double high fives to the 06 of Sammy Ramo.
Sammy Ramo with a quick machine. Dave Tibbetts showing the field. 10 to go. 10 laps to go here at Lee USA.
Single digits left. It's the 2X. Todd Patnode in the 5th spot trying to reel in, but he doesn't seem to have enough time.
Katie Buxton got a water bottle. Will she throw it over the fence? We're going to find out.
Come upon lap traffic now. Will they slow the leaders? First in line is Kimmy Rivette.
She sticks it to the bottom, stays out of the way. He gets by just fine. Wow, does he have a fast machine? Sammy Ramo.
Sammy Ramo has set sails and starting to run away from the rest of the field. Matt Kimball second, and a stout number 25 machine runs third for Brian Roby.
Last time I just took a peek at Matt Kimball, got a little loose off. Let's see now, lap traffic in the way of Ramo. He puts the block. Wow, that's gonna help Matt Kimball now. Kimball gets around.
You can see Kimball in the 11 machine. That car is sliding through corner entry. Does he have enough? This is his shot. The kid out of Bennington, New Hampshire. Matt Kimball's on the charge with 5
to go. And Matt Kimball now is coming to life.
Out of turn 2. down the back straightaway, trying to click off Carlings and car number 11.
Right.
4 laps to go.
Tyler Leary stuck on the outside of lap traffic.
Plenty of room behind Leary. Back to the 5th place car, Todd Patnode.
4.
The lap cars getting into it out of 1 and 2.
Someone looping. I want to caution. Wrap them up.
3 laps remain, and it's the 06 of Sammy Ramo.
Sammy Ramo with a great run here at the Lee USA Speedway. This time by Chief Starter Dave Tibbetts going to show the field 2 to go. This time by
Popsicle sticks are out here at New Hampshire Center Speed. 2 laps remain down the back straightaway. Top 3 cars in a line. Next in the hot seat to go a lap down, the 98 of Steve Dickey. Will they catch him with the whiteout?
Will Steve Dickey throw a block on Ramo? I don't even think they're going to get to him. It looks like Sammy Ramo for the final time into turns number 3 and 4.
Whoa, 1 around out of 4 right in front of the leaders.
Whoa.
Coming to the NASCAR Advance Auto Parts Weekly Series checkered flag. It's Sammy Ramo in car number 06.
Justin Beach just spun it. You should have done that a lap earlier, but wow, that was a great race. Great race.
Sammy
Wow.
Ramo nails it down here tonight at Lee USA Speedway in the big one, the Whitcomb 5, 125. Matt Kimball will come home. Runner-up was a great run for the Emmer Electric Apex Racing number 11. And rounding out your top 3, the Sunapee, New Hampshire driver, former Hudson International Speedway champion Brian Roby in car number 25.
Wow. What did you think, Sean? That was a great race. I had a lot of fun up here with you doing that. That was great.
We still got another 150 laps for the Granite State. That's going to be a great race. 24 cars set to take the green flag.
Brian Roby marking the move.
Both Sammy and Matt in front of us were pretty good. Like the 3 of us were without a doubt the strongest there at the end, but couldn't really gain much on him. Just kind of hung there with him. So to finish there right close together after 125, I'll take it, but certainly not what we wanted. A couple spots better would have been better.
Out of the car so you can say hello to everybody else out there. Thank you for coming on and doing this.
I will be right back.
Granite State Pro Stock Series. Andy Hall will be sliding in here in a minute or 2 once we finish with our victory lane activity.
An absolute great race, Steve.
I thought so. Next time the Whitcomb 5 comes, it's over to the high banks of Hudson International Speedway.
In the auditorium, and John, it's nice to see you.
I'm looking forward to that one. Oh, what did I lose, John? He took off?
Everybody knows you hate the Giants.
All right, we're getting Katie Buxton. Katie, what took you so long down there? Was the line crazy down there?
It was crazy, and I got attacked by the mob in the beer tent, so I had to stop and have a
I said that. I know where she's at. She's over
I
there,
did.
guy.
Well, I couldn't find Tom, and he's like, get me food. I'm so hungry. I'm like, dude, I just waited forever for French fries. And then he showed up, and he's like, oh, yeah, you're still waiting for food? I'm like, no, I'm enjoying this Mick Ultra.
If anyone is in Lee USA Speedway and would love to grab Steve Grant a drink, I'd take a Mountain Dew and a hot dog. You're more than welcome. I'll pay you if you do it. Bring it on up if you can hear me. And if you bring it up, I will say you're the sponsor of the next race.
Of the Keen Parts 150 for Granite State?
Yeah,
That's cool.
I'll
We're just going to
switch
boot
the
him to the
name.
side, yeah.
That's right. It won't be Keen Pots. It'll be whoever gets me a drink.
How are my cold French fries?
I like them.
I'm
enjoying
whatever.
them. Now,
whatever.
Katie, my question to you is, you love the pro stocks.
I do.
Who is your pick?
I don't know. Dwyron is really, really going to be tough to beat. But Ryan Green has put a ton of laps down on this racetrack. So I definitely think he is definitely going to be, a great pick as well. But I've always got to go for my girl Kate Ray, too. She has been, she has been tearing it up. And, she's had some bad luck this year, some oopsies that haven't been her fault that she's gotten caught up in. But, I'm hoping to see her, have a good run here tonight and hopefully get some hardware. Some big trophies down there.
I think Mark Beaudry's going to go get me the Mountain Dew.
Yes.
I'm only kidding. I don't want you to go hit that line. I already told everyone out in the chat.
Get us the
Gets me
food.
Actually, a hot dog and a Coke or a Mountain Dew.
We're not picky. He's not
You'll be
picky
the
at all.
Sponsor of the next race.
I literally got like the largest thing of French fries ever, and there's still some. I got that giant like thing you get at the fair, like the bowl.
Yeah. What do those go for? What do they charge?
That was $6. I wanted cheese and bacon. They're out of cheese. This place is mobbed, kids. There is so many people here. It's amazing. So many people here. So many people came from Loudon from today, watching some racing to watch some short track stuff. So.
And John Espinet's girl, Emily, is she going to be the sponsor of the next race? No, not going to give me a Mountain Dew. That's how you get
She's like, yeah, no.
So here, while we got a little bit of downtime, I'm going to tell you the funny story about John's girl, Emily.
Oh, no. She's like, please don't. Please, I don't know it, but.
The dwarf cars are at Hudson Speedway.
Oh, God.
And as everybody knows, I announced the dwarf cars.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting up there the race before, and John's announcing, and I catch him grabbing Emily's like forearm, like just as he's
like
announcing,
support.
and I'm wrapping myself up in this.
Oh my
bike.
God! Could you not take us both down?
Yeah.
We're gonna like hang each other with these
So
cords.
I'm watching John. He's caressing her arm and all that. So I don't really know Emily that good, but I'm announcing for the
Dwarf cars.
Dwarf cars, and I just reach over and I grab her hand. I grab her forearm. She gave me a look like she was in shock, like
Pure
oh God.
terror. Like,
She
why
told-
are you touching me?
She told me. She goes. She gave me a look, and afterwards we talked. She goes, "I gave you a face like I'm telling."
I'm telling John.
And she,
That's
it took her a
hilarious.
second. It actually caught her off guard. She really
Oh, I'm
thought
sure.
for a minute like I was dead serious and like I was really hitting on her. But she doesn't know me as this
If I
big
had
joker.
$1 for every time selling 50-50, somebody's like grabbed a hold of my hand and my arm, and I'm like, okay, I don't know who you are. Stop touching me.
So if you ever see me, I'm grabbing Emily's arm. I always do it to her every time. I just grab her forearm every single
Oh, God.
time now.
She's like traumatized.
She's
by
like,
it.
help
Poor
me.
kid. Help, send back up.
The big man from Lowell, touch me.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. The big man from. Oh, that's right.
Still no sponsor on the soda yet. I don't know.
No,
Just told
I
me.
don't think you have any
wait a minute.
takers. A water.
Oh, well, a water. You'll be a quarter sponsor.
I was
We
just gonna
mentioned Mark
say.
Beaudry is a sponsor.
You're like a shout out for 5 seconds.
Yeah, shout out Mark Beaudry.
Oh,
The water
he's not
boy.
gonna stand there and
Beaudry
spot, is he?
Productions.
I don't know who he is.
Don't go anywhere.
Yeah, dude, that's not going to cut it. We got someone that's going to be a spotter. And I think you're going to lurk in front of that. Just give him a
But I thought they had to be.
in the spotters area. Where's Mike Parks? We'll let him know.
I don't know. I mean, I don't want to be rude. I want him to have like a good view, but I also don't want him coming out for a view.
Yeah.
We're at Lee USA Speedway. Every seat in the house is a great view.
Yes,
This guy's got no excuse. Look out, buddy. I'll get in
I
there.
feel like I know him. I don't know.
Yeah, he doesn't. Oh, yeah. He's a brother. See, if you don't know him, he's a brother.
He's a brother. Brother from another mother.
Hey, brother. Beat it. Beat it. John's telling him to beat it.
Now it's time to move on to the final main event of the night. Let's turn things over to
Great crowd here today. We got one more race to go. 150
Oh,
left
the
for
pro stocks. How many do we have? I think we have like 24.
24 pro stocks.
Okay, 24. Did we get a lineup? Did we do an invert? Has anybody? Come on, guys. I leave to have one drink and we don't know what's going on. I'm just kidding. I didn't know what was going on before that, so
comments
don't.
on there, Joe Breggy? We getting anything good? Anyone saying hi to us?
Here, I can read. I can't count.
But can you,
I
John?
can't count,
Hey, I'm
but
with
can
you. I
read.
can't do math to save my life.
If anyone's paying attention, they're going to give me a soda.
No, probably not.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. I don't think it's a thing.
Yeah, because why would they be watching it
If they're here. Yeah, come on, Steve.
Yes, it's
You don't do that. I made a UPS deposit this week for work, and UPS lost that, so that's terrifying. Yeah,
Well, for what it's worth,
have a
guys,
claim.
we do have a good comment. Bruce Batchelder says that he couldn't make it tonight, but that we're doing a great job, and thanks for the coverage. So thank you, Bruce, for tuning
Thanks,
in.
Bruce. We're trying. Me and John having a little bit of fun. Katie and Mark Beaudry.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
don't forget special guest Joe Breggy.
That's right.
Joe
Breggy.
is this? What is this? What are we doing?
Inside of row number 2, Farrington from J-Main, longtime competitor.
Full house. This is going to be great.
Driver development program a number of years ago.
Another legend walking in the house of local short track racing, Mr. Pete Frappier coming in to say hello to Mr. John Spence.
I see.
As I look out my window, I see the KORV. She's taking a little
Cool.
break before she gets ready for.
She's enjoying herself a little gingy.
A
A little gingy.
The KORV.
The gingies.
Gingy. No, actually, she doesn't have a gingy.
She had a gingy earlier and a Three Musketeers.
The KORV. It sounds like some kind of off-road military vehicle.
It does. It definitely does. Girl's probably packing too, so you never know.
It's a tank that can fly.
Basically.
I'll tell you though, we got the great. I don't know who the other guy is again over on the camera.
Colton Martin.
Colton Martin. There we go.
14 doing a great job.
Yep.
Dave Tibbetts retiring for the night.
Dave Tibbetts.
Off the stand.
Yeah, Dave. He's the man.
And you know what? You'll see him tomorrow. He'll be flagging again tomorrow.
All right, so let's see. We got Pro Stocks lining up here. I think they're just checking over the track, see if we're good to go.
Yep.
Are we doing out of card? That is the question. It doesn't appear so. I don't think so.
What time is it?
I have no idea.
It's race time.
Here they come.
It's feature time.
Oh, Casey Call's on the pole, so who's on the out? Oh, you got Tyler Reddick on the outside, so I don't know what the redraw was. It had to have been 3 because wasn't.
Was it a rig draw or?
No, oh no, it had to have been 4. Sorry, it had to have been 4 because Ryan Green had the fastest lap time.
Oh, did he?
Are they? No,
I thought he did.
Window nets are up. I think we're gonna.
I think they're just going to stack them and send them. All right, so let's go from the top here, guys. We got Casey Call out in front. I am not as good as John and Steve. I don't know who their sponsors are. I don't know where they're
you're gonna
from.
lose me in a lot of these, but
Yeah.
then I know it's the 8 machine of Tyler Reddick, NASCAR zone, big money, big name, Tyler Reddick in the house. Don't know who's in the 23.
I got you. I'm
gonna
next
say.
in line. Car number 23, a normal front runner in super late model competition, up and down the New England region. That's going to be good for Dave Farrington.
Yes, Dave Farrington Jr. running the Kulwicki colors out of Maine. Go ahead, Steve.
Then you got the 93, believe.
That's Ryan Green. Yeah. And then my favorite from back in the day when they ran Pro Stocks here, he was the 00 of Brian Kruzchek. But today he's running the 19 for Bobby Weber Racing. He is stoked to be back, hopefully having a little bit better luck than he did last time. Made it in the top 3 each time, I believe, but whew, it was a rough battle last time.
Next in line on the outside of row number 3, car number 7, Connecticut. It's good for Corey Casagrande.
The 32 is Brandon Barker. Steve's looking like a...
Yeah, and then it's the 73.
No. The 4.
Oh, the 4.
You know the 4. Hudson's own.
Oh, Joey Poe.
Yes.
That's my pick. Joey Poe.
There you go.
In
Have
the
we...
machine, isn't it?
All right, so this is a controversial
So
one.
this is the
what
controversial.
We're going to go with from what we've been told. The car number 47, the RC Moore sponsored entry, is Kelly Moore.
But is he actually Ryan Moore?
Going to drive down the front straightaway with none other than Mr. Dick McCabe in the passenger seat. The Irish Angel Dick McCabe, 2-time Molson Tour champion in 81 and 82, Busch North champion in 1992 and 93. Also the Loudon Track champion in...
All right, guys, so unfortunately, due to unforeseen circumstances, this is it for our broadcast tonight. We'll not be able to broadcast this race, unfortunately, so if you want to go ahead and go over to Racing America, you can finish out the final race.
Guys, thank you so much for joining us. We're sorry, unforeseen circumstances, but I want to recap. We had great racing here.
And I'm going to do my typical sign just while I can. Ladies and gentlemen, this was Steve Graham, Mark Beaudry, Joe Breggy, Katie Buxton, and my name is John Espernette, the voice of the Hudson International Speedway, reminding you that this is not goodbye, but a see you next time.
We will be broadcasting live from Hudson Speedway this Sunday.
And is it the full night we're doing at Hudson Speedway?
It is a full night, and it's
Yes.
$5.
Steve Grant says it's a full night.
$5 to get in.
Absolutely. Awesome. Thank you, guys. We appreciate you all. You all have a good night.
Have a good one, guys.